Don't fuck it up, Rocky. Go.
Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, that's Gilly, and it's Mick, and it's episode 100. October 13th, 2025, the 250-year anniversary of the United States Navy, of which we were all a part of. So it's a special edition or special episode because of that. Who would like to begin?
It's not a fucking anniversary. Birthday. Happy birthday,
yeah,
baby.
whatever, you know.
Come on now, Rocky. I know you're a little loopy on the pain pills from the back surgery. Come on.
Actually, I am pretty loopy right now.
I'm surprised you're actually fucking wanting to do it today. To be honest with you.
Dude, I want to be with my bros. I can't. I want to be.
I just figured today you'd be a pain to be B, Mick, and Thumper.
No, I want to hang with my boys.
And that's good that you're not as in pain like you was, really. I mean, it's a different type of pain now. Getting over that, tearing the fucking skin, the bone, all that shit.
Yeah, like I don't feel that that freaking like painful shooting pain down my crotch and down my right leg, and my knee's no longer like numb anymore, which is awesome. Because my knee would go numb.
Yeah.
My leg is a little weak though. That's why I got the pain, but it'll get stronger.
Yep. One thing I found out when it comes to like fucking legs going numb, hands going numb, right? It all starts in the spine, whether it be your neck or back, right? A pinched nerve in there somewhere.
Oh.
But as you see, people, we all got matching shirts on today, Navy shirts, with our rank. But technically, mine should be E5 crossed out, E4 crossed out, back to E3. But that'd have to be a long sleeve shirt.
That reminds me when Delp did that shit, dude.
Yeah, he got busted down quite a few times. He got busted down more than I did.
I know.
Because here in the Navy, we're better than you, and we know it.
Hey, at least we turned 250 years old before the Jarheads.
That's true.
Theirs is in like in a couple days, right? It's November, right?
Yeah, November.
It's close. Yeah, it's close. Not quite there, though.
That's why we call the Jarheads our pissed off little brothers and that not get no love from mommy and daddy. The Navy got all the love. They are just the fucking, you just do whatever you want. That's why we keep them on a chain, right? Okay. We do all the fighting from the distance, right? With the fucking missiles, all that shit, planes, all that shit, right? Then it comes down to get up close and personal. Who we said did. We unleashed the Jarheads. I just let them run wild with their fantasies.
You know what, though? I respect the Jarheads, and I love them because they're good at their job. And I appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
Just
like they're like a Game of Thrones, when Ramsay Bolton had that fucking kennel full of freaking attack dogs.
Yep.
That's what the Marines are. That's our kennel full of attack dogs. We feed them just enough, get them all pissed off, and then open the fucking gate.
Yep.
They are called devil dogs.
Yeah.
They are devil dogs.
See, when we retook Baghdad this last time, right? My cousin Michael, he was with the fucking Jarhead unit, right? Because he was intelligence,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he goes, man, he said, watching them motherfucker, he was like watching a hot knife go through butter. I said, I'm telling you, you just let the motherfuckers run wild. Don't destroy shit. I mean, that's when they took it in record time. He said, man, we just let them fucking get out their fucking way. Yeah. And they said, stay the fuck out of our way, Army. Let us do this.
Just give them their toys and point them in the direction of the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, we all give each other shit. Army, Navy, and Jarheads, right? Because we're still the same fucking division. I mean, same department, of the military. So they use the same lingo as us, all that bullshit, right? And they're Uber drivers, yeah. That's what Marine stands for. My ass raised a Navy equipment, sir. That's why we pilot the LCACs, right? And only gas turbine technicians can pilot them fuckers. Being the fucking you go through flight school is what it is, being a pilot of.
It would have been cool if you could have done that too, bro. Like if you would have stayed in and you would have done the LCAC shit.
Dude, that fucking it's a hell of a wait list getting to that community, right? Even Lil Tay will tell you, once you get in that community, if they don't like you, you're going to be blackballed really fucking quick.
With LCACs?
Yes.
Yeah, one of my recruit division commanders in boot camp was a LCAC OS.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember, dude, when I was stationed in Seal Beach, and we would have to go down to Camp Pendleton or San Diego, 32nd Street. I would drive down the 5, right, and right there you would see LCACs doing like exercises and things. It was pretty cool to watch, man.
Yeah, but to get LCACs to be the pilot, right? The minimum rank you gotta be is a GSM-2 minimum rank.
Just for those out there who don't know what an LCAC is, it's a really, really, really big fucking hovercraft.
I'll fucking show you what it is. There's no, but yeah, fucking.
I always wanted to ride on one too. I never got a chance, man.
Even fucking Rita. Well, even fucking Rita, he got blackballed in that community. That's why he came back surface fleet.
Yeah, really? Look what happened. He made chief.
Yeah.
He got out, and it was a blessing. He made chief petty officer.
Yep. Here's, all right, people out here, this is what we're talking about. LCAC right here. We're dropping off the jarheads on 80 fucking beach, and that motherfucker will go damn near anywhere.
Yes, it will.
Because it rides, a lot of people don't realize it rides on a hell of a cushion, too. Once it's on cushion, it's up there a little bit ways.
They move, too.
So,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, Lil Tay can tell you more than I can now because he actually fucking was in that community. You know, so that's why he went to Virginia. You know, he got in, and so did Lil, too, right? I was the one who wanted to fucking saw, you know, back on ship. They were in the LCAC community. That's that. But then Lil Tay got out of that community, went back surface fleet. You know.
Yeah, surface fleet's where all the fun is anyway.
Yeah. It seems if you go to the fleet, that's where you're going to get promoted.
You're
gonna prove yourself and through your merit.
The fastest way to get fucking promoted, fucking recruiter.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like even Hodges and Whitney had said, right? Yeah, you're going against other recruiters in your rate, right? GSM, BM, whatever, right? But you're not going against the rest of the fucking Navy. You know, gas turbine mechanics, fucking FCs, fucking BMs. You know, so you're going against a very small population recruiter. Now, if you meet your fucking goals, that's how these motherfuckers make chief and master chief early. You know? Yeah. Unless they're just such of a suck ass in the fleet, right? You know, being in the fleet. You know?
You know, some people are just bad at the job. You ain't never going to get rid of that.
But I've seen some fucking suck asses that couldn't do their job get promoted on motherfuckers that knew how to do the job. All because people that knew how to do the job, they would stand up for themselves and their people, you know, against the officers and all that shit. And they don't like that shit, especially on the East Coast. West Coast is, you know, they like for you to stand up for your guys. They do, you know.
Yeah.
But we also had officers on the fucking West Coast that we didn't have to fucking fight other officers about. They were fucking had our backs with them, you know, too. You know.
Well, that should be part of being an officer is having your guys back, man. That's fucking part of the job.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of officers that didn't because they had no spine. And those are the ones that came from the academy. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one thing I told them, you know, because every year where we got the midshipmen on there, right? For their summer cruise bullshit. You know, when they put one with me, I tell them, I said, you listen to your fucking E4s and your E5s. I said, they're the ones that run your fucking department. You don't run shit. You don't know how to do their fucking job. You listen to the ones that actually know how to fucking do it. Yep. You know, you learn from them. I said, that's how you become a good fucking leader, especially as an officer.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is the truth because you got, you know, I remember seeing those fuckers on the Fife, dude, and, you know, they thought they knew everything. It's like, do you even know how to do a PMS? You're going to spot check me, but you never did a PMS check?
Nope.
Really? You're going to do a 3 of them spot check on me because you know how to read the lope and all that other, the MIP, the lope and all that shit, but you never did the maintenance. You never did it once.
I kicked out a fucking officer. I can't remember who it was. He was a JG, right? Fucking in main one. Me and Little Tate was changing fucking main fuel control, right? And he's like, well, you're doing it wrong. I said, shut the fuck up. You've never done it. Get the fuck out of my industry. That old fucking Chief T came down. He's like, and Che came down and shit. They said, Jace. I said, no, he's fucking wrong. He's never done it. He needs to shut the fuck up. You know? I said, I've done this how many times? Little Tate has done this with me every fucking time, too. I said, we have not fucked one up yet, have we? No. Then he needs to shut the fuck up.
I'll be right back.
Well, I know that when I was at XO's mass, man, the fucking combat systems officer came in and kind of nodded to us and ripped Senior's story to fucking shreds, and that was it. Case dismissed. Yeah,
and that was fucking that was Stewart at the time, wasn't it?
I think
so. CSO. Yeah. That's after that's after he came back as a CSO.
Yeah, he fucking had our back big time.
Yeah, that's why we loved having him and Derek. It didn't matter if he was an MP or R division, right? If he had your back no matter what, as long as you wasn't in the wrong, right? He had your fucking back.
And we weren't in the wrong. We were in the right. We were all set up, and he saw it immediately. He's like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this." No.
See, what made him a good CSO, right? I mean, he was an FC before, so he already knew that side of it.
Well, that's probably why he was so damn good then.
Yeah, I mean, he was great in engineering too. Don't get me wrong, you know, and that's one of the reasons he made full-bird captain too, because he was good at every aspect of it.
Right.
You know, I mean, I would love to serve under him on when he had his own command. That would have been fucking awesome right there.
Fuck yeah, that would have. You kidding me?
You know,
yeah.
I mean, think about it. The commanding officer that you knew when he was just a fucking lieutenant, right?
Oh.
I mean, and see, you saw him make lieutenant commander and all that bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. I mean, that's something special right there.
Yeah.
You know, that most people never get to see.
It's got to be fucking weird though, man. Let's say you're a lifer and you make, E8 or E9 or whatever, and you get sent, you get sent to a carrier, and there's a full bird that you knew was a butter bar because you both spent the same time in. It's like, how's it going, sir?
And the Navy is really a small community too. I mean,
oh yeah. Oh, dude, in Bahrain, I ran into a dude I went to boot camp with. It's way smaller than people think.
Oh yeah, it's a good time, but yeah, fucking 250 years, people. I mean, can't beat that.
250 years, boy. That is a long damn time. A quarter of a millennia we've been around. Think of it like that.
And if it wasn't for fucking the Navy, we wouldn't have a country. Protecting the coast.
We would not. No.
But they should have done something special with the USS Constitution today.
Yeah, that's why I got her right there.
Okay. So that is the oldest fucking the oldest ship in the Navy still commissioned.
It's also the only ship we have commissioned that has a kill.
Yeah.
Or a ship-to-ship kill, I should say.
Yeah. And it's the only wooden ship in the fucking fleet.
No.
But it's just more ceremony now. But that would be an awesome fucking duty station too. That would be an awesome duty station. Think about it.
I don't know, man. You got to be perfect 24/7 to do that one.
Yeah. I mean, I know I couldn't do it because I like to come in a little hungover.
So I mean, like you got to be on point 24/7 working on that boat.
Hey, I still did my job coming in hungover, still drunk. We all did.
Oh, we all did, yeah.
That's the thing. If you're not coming in hungover as a sailor, you're not doing it right. No. And if you can't work while you're still drunk, you have no business being in the Navy. Period. Nope. I know people say that I'm fucking wrong, right? For that, right? They say that we're the fuck ups, right? Yeah, we're the fuck ups when shit hits the fan. We didn't fucking, run it hot. We had a casualty or something like base space flooding or anything, fire or whatever. We just let muscle memory take over. Same way with topsiders too. I'm sure, isn't it, Mick?
Only one time, the entire time I was on that ship, only one time did I ever ask to go to my rack after morning muster. And that wasn't because of hangover. That was because of fucking food poisoning.
From the galley?
No, something I ate at home, dude. I just, that night, I just started puking my guts out and diarrhea and everything, both ends. And it didn't stop. I didn't sleep. my wife almost called an ambulance because I was retching so hard. And it cleared up enough by the time it was time to go to work that I drove to work with a bag in my lap just to make fucking sure. And I made it there, and I was white as a fucking ghost and sweaty. He's like, Jesus, what the hell happened to you? I'm like, I got food poisoning. I've been fucking puking and shitting all night long. He's like, oh, God, go to your rack. I'll see you after lunch.
I would love to see the gate guards fucking face you having a fucking bag on your lap driving through the gate.
Oh, I'm sure they've seen that before.
You know? Well, but yeah, fucking. Yeah, I never got sent to my rack, for being fucking drunk or whatever.
No.
Especially as a fireman, they put me in condensate corner down there and needle gun it.
No.
The hottest spot in the engine room, right? Because all that humidity, right, coming off the feed tank, right?
Yeah.
Woo! I'll tell you one thing. That'll fucking sweat that fucking alcohol out of your system really fucking quick.
Yeah. Well, the one time I did come into work still hammered from the night before, man, I fucking drank half a fifth of 100 proof Southern Comfort. Why? Don't ask me why. I just did.
Huh.
I was like one-eyeing it on the way into work, right? Because I was seeing double. Oh, got to quarters the morning muster, and I went to work. I didn't fucking bow out or nothing.
Well, it's like in Japan, we were just coming back to the ship at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, from the house. And that's everybody that did that. Every fucking division did that shit. We're all leaning against one another, right? That's like, God damn, even the fucking Chiefs are fucking still hungover. Y'all still drunk,
But
so some officers
still do the work.
Yeah. The Chiefs, they go back to sleep, whatever, right? We couldn't.
Yeah.
But we would get naps every now and then because we had to hide places down the engine room,
Yeah,
but it had to be
like having a crushing hangover and having to go aloft on the mast.
Oh, I mean, I just imagine that one, but I know how it feels like to be at Sea and Anchor Detail on the OD box, right? Man, OD box, right on the MRG, right? Hotter than a motherfucker, but you sweat that shit out, so you better have plenty of fucking Gatorade to drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then once you eat fucking chow after fucking Sea and Anchor Detail, you feel better.
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah.
Get off work that day, round it out with a couple of beers, you're fine.
Yeah.
The hair of the dog comes a little later in the day, but at least you get it.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Well, it depends on what time of day, because some topsiders, they were knocking off work at fucking 2 o'clock, too.
Well, that sure as shit wasn't us, believe me. I don't think we ever got off before like 4:30.
Yeah. But I know some people did. Some rates did.
Right.
Now, the worst rate to have, besides engineering, would be MS or be CS now, right? To cook the food, right?
Yeah, well, they got to tidy all the fucking shit up, and they got to have someone to cook dinner that night on the boat. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, that right there. I mean, it's not hard, but but you don't get to leave when everyone else does. Now you can leave afterwards. Something. Chow's finished and everything's cleaned up.
Yeah, they don't go on early liberty though. That's for sure.
Yep.
That's why all the food sucks when you're in port, man. They're all pissed off that the last one's getting off when we're underway and we're all in it together. The food gets really good.
Yeah, but sometimes in port's better than eating at the base galley too. Sometimes it was.
I don't know, man. Our base galley was like a freaking Denny's in Everett, man. Never eaten at that one?
Yeah, I ate there when we had to live in the barracks and dry dock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the hot soup and then the freaking little bread thrower with the heated rolls and everything.
But the only time I ate there was on the weekends, right?
No, okay.
And I was like, well, it depends on who was cooking that day. What it depends on. I've had some shitty meals in that one. I've had some good ones. But weekends, I had some really shitty ones. I'm like, fuck this. I'll walk to the fucking laundromat, get me some fried fucking mushrooms, fucking fried chicken sandwich, right? Call it night.
Dude, that laundromat was awesome, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah. And we get fried mushrooms, fried chicken patties, fucking fried tenderloins, burgers, that motherfucker, nachos.
All the good shit.
Yeah. I mean, technically the food wasn't cheap, but.
Oh, fuck. Dude, the phone's right there. You had a chill area with a TV, man. All the good stuff.
Had fucking internet, too. An internet cafe.
Computers, yep.
Which it wasn't worth the fuck because the internet sucked back then.
But, if you found yourself, not too much money or nothing to do or didn't feel like going nowhere, you just hang out there for a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, laundry was cheap though. That's the main thing. Laundry was fucking cheap.
Yeah, I think they knew that. I think that was kind of part of the plan was to keep that cheap.
Well, it's supposed to be anything on base is supposed to be cheap for the sailors who live on board the ships, right?
Yeah, San Diego was dirt cheap too.
Oh yeah. Just tell me, yeah, fuck it.
I just miss that damn Del Taco, man.
Yep. San Diego, yep.
Yep.
I'll tell anybody that likes Taco Bell, you won't want Taco Bell after eating Del Taco. Put it that way.
Yeah. And I kept on hearing, man, all the guys that have been to San Diego before, oh my God, I can't wait for Del Taco. I can't wait for Del Taco. I'm like, what the fuck's Del Taco? I come from the East Coast. We don't have any of this shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
1 pound, same way I was too.
He's like, just come with us.
Yes. 1 pound burritos. The perfect, you eat about 2 or 3 of them before you go to Tijuana, you're good.
No. Yeah.
And then on the way back at Tijuana, when you're leaving, you stop by the little taco joints, right? Taco stands, right?
Yeah.
$1 tacos, right? You get fucking 10, 15 of those motherfuckers because they're small. You need at least 10 to 15 of them.
Yeah.
And you just fucking chow down, even crossing the shit bridge. It didn't matter. It smells, but fuck, you don't care. You're drunk.
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That little taco shack at the bottom of the shit bridge, that was good eating.
Oh, hell yeah. And I pissed them off one time because I asked for ketchup. Pissed them off
Gee, I wonder why.
on it. But the next time, they had it. You know, I was like, damn, okay. Yeah. You know, but I'll be having pico and the guy, all that shit on too. I'm like, I need something else too. Look, fuck it. You know, it's like that picture I sent y'all today of my lunch. I was trying to get a rise out of y'all. I was like, God damn it, did you get a rise out of these fuckers?
No.
You know? Oh, I showed River that little trick, right? Oh, not a trick, but I'll dip the fucking crispy rounds in the sausage gravy, right?
Yeah.
Pour a little ketchup on top. He liked that. He's like,
well,
I
mean,
never
aside
thought
from the
about that.
ketchup, that looked pretty good, and that's only because I don't particularly like ketchup. The rest,
I know.
The rest of that looked banging. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good looking.
Oh, that duck sausage, that maple flavored duck sausage. See, I seasoned it with the fucking garlic, pepper, garlic, right? Salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah, the SPG, yeah.
You can't fucking beat that. That's 10 times better than just salt and pepper. 10 times better.
Yep. I got some jerky going right now, and it's got salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. Yeah, I went real simple this time. I did a real basic one, but yeah, salt, pepper, garlic, man, that's the fucking foundation of seasoning meat.
Now, you got fucking a vacuum sealer?
I do have a vacuum sealer, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a vacuum sealer and a deep freeze, and that's why.
Which vacuum sealer you got?
Oh,
is it the chamber one or just a regular one?
It's just the regular one. It's a Food Saver brand where you put the bag in the slot and you put the lid down.
Yep.
It's not the kind where you lift it up and throw it in. And,
yeah. I mean, I got the same one, the same kind you did. You know, but I didn't know if you had a chamber one because I'm thinking about getting one of those. So I've watched the videos on it. I'm like, damn, that's fucking a lot easier than the fucking other one.
It's true. This one was a lot cheaper than the chamber one. That's why I got it.
I know that's why I have not bought one because the price of it for a good one anyways.
Yeah, for a good rated one, yeah, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna spend anywhere between $350 and $500 for a good one,
right.
most likely.
Exactly.
You can spend more if you won't go commercial, but for home use, you don't need commercial. Commercial ones for home use.
And my meat game has been fucking great ever since I got that thing because now I can fucking buy steaks on sale at grocery store, the butcher, or whatever. You know, its expiration date is today. Bring it home, seal it up, in the deep freeze it goes. -10 degrees, it'll never go bad.
Yep. Oh, you got your deep freeze at -10? You got it at -10?
I got a -10, yeah.
I keep mine at 0, so.
Yeah, so -10, believe me, it's a true deep freeze and nothing goes bad in there. Like it's at the temperature where it's impossible for it to go bad.
Well, I couldn't fucking figure out how to fucking get mine because mine's a digital, do it on, right?
Okay.
Change the temp. I couldn't figure out how to get it past 0.
Mine's older than shit. It's just got a knob from 1 to 7, and I keep it at like 6. It's not even as cold as it'll go, man.
Yeah. Which I like those old style ones too.
Yeah.
But this one, I got a frostless one. I'm like, it's a stand up one, right? But all in the hand had the digital shit. I'm like, fuck it. That'll work.
Yeah. But we've done it before though, man. We've had these things vacuum sealed, frozen, absolutely fucking solid. You let it thaw for 2 days, man. You can't tell it was frozen if you shrink wrap it like I did,
Oh yeah, shit. Some of my fucking food, like hamburger and all that, the EB meat that's been in the freezer.
Yeah.
In the refrigerator, it takes fucking minimum 3 days to thaw.
Oh yeah.
Thaw out. I'm like, God damn.
No, it's cold.
But I got my refrigerator set at 33 degrees too. So
yeah, I got my fridge set at like 34 or 35. I like to keep everything as cold as humanly possible.
Especially the fucking beer.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Sure. Gotta have that cold, you know. And the colder you keep your refrigerator, the longer the food will stay good too.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I don't keep food past 5 days. I don't keep food past 5 days. That's just me. But you can though if you seal it right. If you package it right, you can.
Well, anything we figure is going to go over 5 days, you know, either if it's going to be within the next week or two, we'll stick it up in the regular freezer. And then if we figure it's going to be longer and we're storing it just to have it because we've got such a deal on it, then it goes in the deep freeze. So we got like a 3-tier system.
Oh yeah. Which I do that too though, because I cook like a fuck for like a small army, even just me and River, right? But I like eating leftovers. But sometimes I'll cook more than what we're gonna eat. And I'll throw it in the fucking freezer.
Yeah.
You know, then reheat it the next week or something.
Well, I've gotten fanatical with leftovers, man. Like we plan our leftovers so we don't waste anything. And I've even gotten to the point where whatever fat, you know, doesn't go to the dog. I put that shit in the freezer, man, for rendering later. I got bags of fucking tallow, chicken stock that I've made, just all sorts of stuff. I just hate wasting anything.
That's one thing I need to start doing is making more chicken stock. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know how to do it. Ain't nothing to it. You just got to be there to tend the pot.
I know. And the bad thing is I got all the time in the world. I'm just fucking too lazy sometimes.
You're too lazy to let a pot boil? Really?
Well, I like taking my naps, and I don't like, if it's something on the stove, right, simmered, I ain't taking no fucking nap, just in case.
Well, that's what you got a boy for. Tell him to watch it.
Shit, he played Call of Duty. If he, especially if he's not here during the week, right? If it's not my week to have him,
yeah.
You know, now he would though if I told him if I fell asleep, he would.
No.
He'll watch it. So I made him cook the sausage gravy last night. We made 6 pounds of that shit.
6 pounds?
I'm telling you, even though I got the small freeze dryer, right? I used almost 4 pounds of that sausage gravy in those 4 trays.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. When you're doing meals, you better cook at least 6 fucking pounds or 7 pounds if you're going to eat some later on.
Yeah, for how long it takes, yeah, it's probably a good idea to go as big as you can.
And stuff, but yeah, I'm like, God damn. But I got them in the freeze dryer right now, so I guarantee they're going to take 30 plus hours to do.
So, what you got in there right now?
The biscuits and gravy.
Oh, biscuits gravy, okay.
Yep. We'll see how it turns out. So if it turns out good, the next batch, I'll be sending you fucker some to try out. You know, so I let River do the seasoning this time because since he was the one cooking it, I said after you get seasoned, let it thicken up a little bit. The taste test just in case you need to add a little more. You know,
oh yeah.
And the first batch, 3 pounds, first 3 pounds we did, he nailed it perfectly the first time, right? The second time he had to add a little bit more to it.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, that's why you taste test it to see. Yeah.
The trickiest things to get down is your salt and seasoning, man.
Yep.
A little and too much is too much.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, even sometimes if you use like regular table salt, right, which I don't use no more, if you put too much in it, it may be good when it's fresh, but the next day, it's going to be a salt bomb. Get your fucking teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to keep track of all the ingredients too. You know, you got yourself, you making yourself gravy, you got sausage. Well, great, but you got to take into account the salt in the sausage, the seasoning in the sausage. Like, how much do I actually need with the ingredients I have? You got to be mindful of all that stuff.
And that's one thing, like where I get my duck sausage at, it doesn't have a lot of sodium in it, so you got to add something to it.
Okay.
But it does have the maple flavor in it, which I like. Yeah, I like it. I just love maple flavor. So,
yeah,
a lot of people.
I do maple sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like maple sausage, though, either. Some people don't.
Well, I made a mistake one time. I like maple sausage, but then one time to make country gravy, I used maple sausage in the country gravy.
Yep.
And I didn't like maple flavored country gravy. Like the sausage was good, but I didn't want that much sweetness in the gravy itself. So I kind of messed up there.
But see, I mean, I like it, but everyone's different on that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
obviously.
it's no, but the maple flavor, it's very like subtle in that duck sausage. They ain't like the Jimmy Dean's maple where it's maple's more pronounced, right?
Right.
So that makes it better to say someone don't want it like they want a little bit sweet but more savory, right?
Right. Which is kind of how I am when it comes to that.
Yeah. Which I did fuck up one time. First time I made fucking sausage gravy with almond milk, right? I used the fucking vanilla scented one, the vanilla one, the 70 calorie, 80 calorie one. That was sweet. I fucked up. I was like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I still ate it. But I was like, I'm getting the unsweetened next time.
Yeah, I ain't doing this shit again.
Yeah. I made that mistake, but I wasn't going to waste it, though. But Riddler loved it because it was sweet.
Well, I didn't waste that maple flavored stuff either, but I sure shit didn't do it again.
Help. But that's the thing. I had a learning curve where I had to switch from regular milk to almond milk.
Yeah.
You know, which I've never tried oat milk. Everyone's like oat milk. I'm like,
I hear that shit's god awful, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah, no.
Now cashew milk, it's pretty fucking good, especially the chocolate milk.
Oh, cashews are fucking delicious. I can only imagine.
Yeah. The chocolate milk and the cashews taste just like regular chocolate milk, or what River thinks in chocolate milk. Right? He thinks it tastes exactly the same.
Oh, it's good then.
I mean, I can taste the difference in it, right? But he can't. You know.
Well, that's good, man. As long as the kid can't taste the difference, you give a damn.
Yeah. And that's why I buy it sometimes for him. When he drinks it, last time I bought it, he didn't fucking drink it. The shit went bad. I was like, motherfucker. I said, that shit ain't cheap.
You need to do the shit costs, kid.
I told him, I said, you wait till you get on your own, boy, one of these fucking days.
Oh, he's going to learn. He's going to learn.
Oh, yeah, I said, you're going to learn like I had learned when I got on my own. You know?
This costs what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget that shit moving out for the first time, getting some basic groceries and being like, oh my God. And that was back in the day, dude. That was like 25 years ago.
Yep. Oh, Saturday we watched the new series Boot on Netflix. You know, about life in the Jarhead boot camp, right?
Okay.
And ever since we've been watching that, we binge watched that whole series, right? And remember, he's been doing the fucking cadence in this, walking when he's walking.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, he's gonna be a future fucking sailor or fucking Jarhead.
Has he seen Full Metal Jacket yet?
Oh fuck yeah, we watched it. He's actually watched it 3 times.
So he already knows a couple of them cadences.
Oh yeah. Oh hell, he's watched Platoon. I even had him watch Stripes too.
Okay.
He didn't care for Stripes as much as Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket's still his favorite movie, like it was mine at his age.
That's a different standard entirely.
But I saw it when it came out in the theaters. So
seriously?
Yeah, I was fucking 8, 9 years old. Yeah.
Oh man.
Mom, Dad took us all to the movie.
Never have let me seen that.
Shit, Mom, Dad took us all to the movie, right? Dad goes, "This is going to be educational for the boys, right?" And it was educational. I was like sitting up eating my popcorn. I was just glued to it, right? All the other fucking parents, didn't have their kids. They look at Mom, Dad. Mom was like, "Oh fuck!" Dad's like, "Fuck y'all looking at."
So how did you react when Pio blew his brains out when you watched it in the theater?
I didn't react. I'm like, oh. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. That'll be hell. But I grew up watching, Dad had me watching Platoon, right? All that shit, right? Apocalypse Now, fucking Hamburger Hill at a young age.
I didn't see Apocalypse Now until I was a grown-up.
Yep.
Full Metal Jacket. I saw that one when I was a kid, but only because I think I mentioned before I had friends whose fathers didn't give a shit.
Yep.
Or remember back in the day when they had D-scramblers and little boxes that get you free cable?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, my uncle made one for my dad for Christmas one year because he's a computer electronics fucking genius. And so whenever my mom and dad would go off on an ambulance call and I'd be home alone, I'd turn on that D-scrambler, watch HBO and Cinemax and stuff, and that's what I get in movies like Predator and Full Metal Jacket and all the violent stuff they weren't going to let me see.
Shit. I had one friend, He was my best friend growing up. Fucking, his mom would not let him watch anything R-rated, right?
Yep.
The only time he got to watch that shit when he came to my house.
Yep. I was that kid, man.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't even allowed to fucking cuss. I mean, we wasn't either. But if we got caught by a parent, especially a mom or something, get a little smack, smack shit out of you a little bit, right?
Well,
you know.
I wasn't allowed to swear either.
Yeah. But
no, believe it or not, my upbringing was remarkably civilized.
And I still do. I still cuss around River to this day.
I always have to, you know.
And River doesn't cuss like that, like how we did growing up, like especially when you were around your friends and all that shit.
He does.
Well,
because when I was a kid, I swore like a sailor when I was around my kids and there wasn't, or when I was around my boys and there's no parents around. Oh hell yeah, dude! That little boys, they swear their asses off when you're not looking.
Yeah. The only time that he has sweared at school is when it was his mom's time to have it.
Well, I always told the boys, I talk how I talk. You know how I talk. If you're not going to hear from me, you're going to hear from some other kid or some other kid's parents. Going to happen because that's how I learned it all. And I just don't want you talking to me that way, and I don't want you talking that way at school. Other than that,
that's like when River plays Call of Duty, right? He'll be talking shit to people, right? But he'll say mother effer, right, instead of motherfucker. I'm like, because you get banned on the chat and banned from the game for cussing on Call of Duty now.
No.
Even adults can get banned from that shit.
I know. It's so weak.
Yeah. But yeah, he does it. I mean, he'll catch himself every now and then too. He will. And I'm like, I said, what was you gonna say, boy? And he's like, nothing. I said, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck he was gonna say.
Nothing. I remember one time we were in school and the gym teacher was late and we were waiting for the gym to get unlocked. And I'm like, where's Mr. Roop? And they're like, I don't know, he ain't here yet. I'm like, man, he needs to get his ass over here. And then Mr. Roop comes around the corner and says, I'm sorry, did you say something, Mick? Like, no, sir.
The only time I cussed at school, it was my freshman year. Fucking had an algebra teacher, right? And me and algebra did not get along. I fucking hated algebra. Yeah. I did bad on one test, right? Last test of the year. He goes, what are you? Handed my test back to me, like did all. He said, what the fuck are you, fucking stupid? I looked at him. I was like, what the fuck you say, motherfucker? Fuck you. And I got taken to the fucking office, and here come Mom. She wasn't mad at me. She was mad at him for calling me a fucking idiot. And Mom goes, no, he has every right to stand up for himself. Mom goes, he's lucky that Jason didn't kick him in the fucking nuts. Because I was stronger than that fucking teacher was, even though he was in his 20s. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna call me a fucking idiot, fucking call me stupid, fuck you. No. Well, just say that teacher didn't last very long at that school because he did get him next year too. He got fired after that.
Yeah, you can't be saying that to kids, man.
No. And that teacher also got his ass ate. I got around to the football coaches and all that shit that just loved me. Boy, they jumped his fucking ass. Because
ironically, coaches are the ones that can call you an idiot and get away with it.
Yeah. Well, coaches did at football practice.
You missed the pass, right? What are you, an idiot?
Yeah. I mean, they can. Coaches, but that's not in school though. That's after school.
That's right. And a coach's job is kind of his job to talk down to you a little bit.
Yeah. Get your ass motivated.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. I mean, now coaches don't yell like they did fucking when we played sports. I'm like, that's why these kids are so fucking soft in sports right there.
Yeah. Well, I remember, man, when my middle kid, Steve, when he was in football, I'll give him credit, man. Those coaches would fucking scream at him.
Yeah. When I coached soccer, right, I'd fucking yell at them. I didn't cuss at them. I yelled at them. I'd make their ass run. They didn't want to listen. Okay, get on line. Run sprints. Come on. Let's go.
Yep.
Then all the parents at first are like, holy shit. I said, I ain't need to see y'all. I said, I'm an old fucking parent. I said, I ain't none of this new age bullshit. I said, you're lucky I ain't cussing at the kids like my dad did, the coaches did play Little League. God damn it, move your fucking ass.
Yeah. It made you feel proud, though, when you did good, You had an asshole coach who used to yell at you, but when you did good, and he was like, that's what I want to see. You're like,
See, and that's the coach. That's the kind of coach I was too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I said, yes, exactly. Good job. But those coaches, you're right. They praised us. When we did good, they praised us. We fucked up, they was in our ass.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the whole point of a coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Shit, high school baseball, fuck coaches always on my ass for fucking catching me drinking at night, and on the weekends and shit.
Yeah.
Cruising, drinking and driving. Fuck, he's always on our ass for that shit.
Well, he was kind of in the right there, you have to admit.
I know he was, but we're like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, fucking. I mean, I had some good teachers, especially the coaches that were teachers. They actually cared more than the regular teachers did. I thought he was.
Well, they were also part of a different mindset and a different approach. They had a bigger toolbox when it came to knowing how to deal with people, because they had both.
Yep.
Sometimes a teacher needs to act more like a coach and vice versa,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some pretty hot teachers, too. One biology teacher, boy, she was fucking smoking on them. I couldn't listen to class. I could not pay attention to class.
Oh, we had a couple of those.
And the funny thing is, 3 years after I started the power plant,
yeah,
she started working there. I'm like, and she still looked fucking hot. She was still hot. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, fuck. Jesus Christ. And everybody thought the power plant with that me and her was fucking. Because she would like come out, we'd be like on the rescue team together, right? Working overtime, right? And she would always be right next to me. And everyone thought I said, no. I said, look, she was my fucking high school teacher in biology. I said, so we have a connection there. I said, I'm the only one that don't treat her like a dumbass, like the rest of you motherfuckers do, because a lot of people treat her like a woman, like she was a dumbass, because she was a woman, too.
You should have taught her everything you learned about biology.
I mean, she wasn't dumb. She was kind of like Aryan since the way way she talks sometimes, but she wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
I told one guy, I said, why would I fuck her when her husband's the fucking conservation agent in our area? I said, that's one thing you don't touch right there.
There is that.
I said, especially when you hunt like we do. No.
Nope. No, I know beauties here and there, but my favorite one was one of my art teachers. She was built like a Tetris piece.
Yep. I can see Nick drawing big old movies on her.
I didn't need to draw them, man. She already had them.
I'm saying that you probably did, dude. It probably drew a bit.
Nope.
Shit. Kind of like Rocky remember Rocky 5? Where the kids does the French teacher? Yeah. Yes. That's where you know your son is not gay when he's drawing movies.
Whoa, what's this?
Yep. That's like we was watching a movie the other day. Fuck was it? Stripes or something. River goes, I said, River, you're gonna be thinking about that way of girls in the next couple of years. So when you hit puberty, I said, trust me on this one. You're gonna want to.
Yeah, you're going to want to get to know them, and you're going to want to realize first thing right off the fucking bat, treat them like everybody else, because the second they smell the stink of desperation on you, it's like smelling like dog shit.
Yep.
You want to deal with women? Just treat them like they're a friend.
Yep.
And then if things go past that, stop treating them like a friend. But initially just be cool. Just like, hey, whatever. You're a chick. I don't give a fuck. How you doing?
Yeah, and being a shy guy, something works too, though, so.
I've had shy guy luck before. Yeah.
I had some girls chasing me in high school. One girl was very, very fucking aggressive, right? And she was hot, right? But I'm glad I didn't fuck her or get with her, right? Because the guy she got with, since I didn't want nothing to do with her, she kept cheating on him.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, but she was fucking gorgeous, man. I'm like, but she was aggressive, and I was the shy kid, right? I was. I mean, until the day he got a hold of me, broke me of that, I was that shy kid,
Yeah, I was a little low key when I was a younger man.
Yeah. Because one thing I really cared about in high school was drinking beer, playing sports. That was it, especially baseball.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, I had no time for fucking. Well, I didn't have a job. Well, I had a job, but I was working for my dad on weekends. doing remodel, helping him do remodels and shit like that.
Yeah.
And when he would do remodels on the weekends, I got paid pretty fucking good, but it wasn't steady either. So,
Yeah.
I had enough for my beer, anyways. Running around, all that bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a summer job that paid $5 an hour under the table. Now, back in 1994, that was all right, man.
Sure. See, Dan was paying me $10 an hour, right there. But when he was doing it, he had some rich fucking clients too. They didn't care. They knew what they were paying me. They knew it, so they didn't care. And when I hauled hay, the most I ever made hauled hay was $1 a bale. Majority was anywhere between 25 and 50 cents a bale.
Okay.
But it depended on how rich the farmer was that we was baling for too.
Sure.
And something out. The 25-cent was, dude, we would fucking bale fucking thousands of fucking hay the season. But yeah, that's what made me stronger than everyone else in high school was hauling hay, splitting wood, helped my dad doing construction work. So I didn't lift weights until freshman year in high school, right there. Then by the time I was a senior, 170 fucking pounds, I was bench pressing over 350, and squatting 750.
I did the same thing as a kid, man. Like I said, had a wood burning fireplace or a wood stove rather, so been splitting and stacking wood ever since I could remember.
Yep.
All hay times with a local farmer. I worked.
Yeah. That type of work is the best workouts you can do because it's all fucking body, your whole body.
Right? Oh yeah. Yeah, there ain't a single part of your body that gets a break from doing that.
Yeah, and you got that resistance when you're splitting wood, right? You got that resistance, right? All that bullshit. The hauled hay, that one will fucking fuck your body up too if you do it wrong too.
Oh, I know, I've done it. But it also gives you that explosive strength, because you got this big weight and you got to freaking.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was so quick and strong coming off the line on defensive, right? Even though I was 170 pounds. We go up against guys 250, 300 pounds, right? Linemen, right? But I was quicker and stronger than they was. The only time they could stop me is when they double team me. That's it. 1-on-1, I had that explosiveness stuff down just because of that shit.
Tossing around 80 pounds for reps for hours on end. Yeah. You get strong.
And when you're short like me, right? Throw those motherfuckers up, you got to get your whole leg body into it to toss them up. Only one time I hauled hay, guy had a fucking machine, on the fucking like a conveyor, only one time, right? But that time, dude, we hauled 3,500 bales in one fucking day with that motherfucker.
Damn, dude.
And that motherfucker still wore you out too, because you still had to stack it in the fucking hay by hand and log.
Oh, yeah, the farmer that I threw for, he had a conveyor belt, and so it was his whole thing was just keep it moving, clear that belt, that belt. It wasn't not work, trust me.
Yeah. And you still got to fucking stack it right. Well, on the trailer,
you can't just toss into a pile. Yeah.
Nope, it has to be stacked just right, and that's a learning curve too, stacking it just right. But luckily, my grandpa taught me how to do that too, at a young age too, before I actually started hauling hay. Good stuff. Yeah, I got one for Rocky too, if he fucking gets back on here, fucking for cats, since he loves cats, right?
I think we all love cats a little bit.
I know. Cats are the devil. They are fucking evil. They're fucking evil.
Well, I know they're evil. That's part of the reason why I love them.
I know. But I got one. Here's a Halloween costume, right? This ain't about cats, though, but you're going to love this one, Mick. Right here. This is somebody's Halloween costume right here.
Oh, my God.
Look at that.
Holy crap. Oh, dude, that's fucking brutal.
I mean, now that right there is a Halloween costume. Come on now. I mean, I knew you would love that one.
Wow. That's elaborate. That is seriously fucking elaborate.
If I was a judge at that contest, right, I'd be like, as soon as they come out, I was like, they're the winner. Automatic. Don't need to see no more. Winner. Guaranteed.
I just saw one recently. It showed a woman dressed up as a pumpkin, She had like a red dress on, and she had her face done up like a jack-o'-lantern. She had an orange wig and all that, right? And her boyfriend, husband, whoever he was next to her, he just had this big smear of orange makeup all over his mouth and face with a T-shirt that says "Peter Peter."
And here's a shirt that something we all need to wear one of these days out in public. See how many people get this one.
Shaking his head, a dick in it. Just about.
I mean, think about it, especially if you shake another guy's hand, right? Unless he's left-handed, he's had a dick in his hand at one point.
That's true. That's absolutely fucking true.
Yeah. If the guy says they've never masturbated, they're fucking wrong. Guaranteed. Everybody has, especially as a teenager. Come on now.
Oh, boy. Sometimes I wish my memory wasn't so fucking good.
I know. I still got fucking... I can still dream of fucking 8th grade science teacher, right? That was fucking hotter than fuck. Dude.
But you know what the really disturbing thing is, okay? The really disturbing thing is when you get to be a father of boys and you start seeing certain patterns in the bathroom and this and that, and you put it together what's going on, and you think it's funny, and then you realize you weren't hiding shit from your dad. He fucking knew too. He just wasn't going to be mean and say nothing.
Yep. Now, my mom walked in on me one time jerking off, but after that, she would knock after that. You know, and Dad's like, and Dad told her, you should have knocked. You should have known he's at that age.
Yeah.
And that's before we had pornos, right? You know, before you could just watch, you know, get on your phone, right, and watch it.
Right.
On computer. Fuck, I had a JCPenney catalog on the lingerie section going. Come on now. I mean, and it's true that fucking Hugh Hefner, right? He taught a generation how to jerk off one-handed. You know, read the magazine. You know, magazine one-handed. And Hustler and all that, man. Come on, I'll be calling now.
Evil men.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest things about fatherhood, though, is like the constant realization that you weren't hiding anything nearly as well as you thought you were.
Oh, yeah. That's like I always tell River, even though River's not at that stage yet.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, River, you can't bullshit me on this one because I've done the same exact shit that you fucking done, that you tried to fucking pull.
Yep.
You know, I said, now moms are a little different. Dads, no, we know the kind of bullshit that you're going to fucking pull because we've done it. You know, that's like his mom. She has a hard time with him. I'm like, because she has all girls, right? I'm like, well, this is different than raising a girl. I said, no shit. I said, he's gonna do stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
You know? I said, with him, you gotta be more strict with him. If not, he's gonna walk right all over you, too.
That's true. And boys will do shit just because they get an idea in their head and it seems like a good idea at the time. They won't even have to think about it. They'll have an idea pop in their head and be like, yeah, we're doing this.
Well, or like with him, he's got ODD, right? Along with the ADHD, right? His mom pissed him off one day, and that's when he took the hammer to her fucking car.
Oof. Ouch.
You know, so I'm like, what'd you do to piss him off? I said, he don't do that shit here. You know, at all. And I did ask her, I said, did you at least whip his ass for that? Give him a spanking? She was, yeah. I said, because that right there is a level of ass whooping right there. The spanking level right there.
Yeah, one thing you do got to whoop them for is when they're being destructive.
Yes. Yeah. Because you don't want them to do that to neighbor's fucking car at all.
No. The two most memorable ass beatings I ever got as a kid were because I was being destructive.
Yep. That's like when we got new windows put in the house, right? Because he broke one at his mom's house in his room. I said, you fucking break these windows? You break your window? Guess what you're going to get? He goes, a butt whooping? I said, that's the level of butt whooping that deserves it. Be. And he hasn't broke those windows at all. You know?
That's correct. You know, you got a little attitude. Maybe that could be solved without an ass whooping. get your mouth run off, maybe you don't need an ass whooping or this or that, bad grades. There's other ways to deal with those if you have to, but
Yeah.
destructiveness, that's an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, yep. So it looks like you need to get your fucking brains move back from your ass up to your head. I said, that's what an ass whooping does.
Yeah. Your brains are in your ass. I can fix that. Hold on.
Yep. That's what my fucking mom used to say to me. Move your brains from your ass back up to your head.
And my dad, he was a auto mechanic, about 5'10", about 250.
Yeah.
He had muscles. He would flex his palms and make the muscles on his palms stand up.
Yeah.
That man didn't use no switch, didn't use no spoon, didn't need to.
Yeah. If you got heavy fucking hands, right, especially someone like that, that's going to hurt more than a fucking switch will, guaranteed.
It wasn't fun.
Especially if it's all bare ass.
Well, he never went so far as to do that. I thank him for that. But again, I don't think he really needed to.
I got one bare ass whooping. That hurt the worst right there.
Yeah.
That one, you're not gonna be sitting down, just plopping your butt down. You're gonna ease into that chair.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna fucking touch down.
And for people thinking, here's this, that's not abuse because it didn't leave no bruise or anything. But and that's why kids today are so fucking soft. Why they think they get away with everything because they was never punished like that. When they was destructive, tearing up your property, tearing up others' property, all that bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, destructiveness is not something you can ever let slide.
No, fuck no. Oh, Brett needs an invite. Okay. Why the fuck? Oh, that's what went off. He should just fucking. I was wondering. I thought it was Rocky's phone that went off. Yes, motherfucker sent you an invite. I almost hit no just to fuck with him a little bit. Which I am gonna fuck with all that fucking. Yeah, there we go.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
There he goes.
Come on.
Come on.
Well, the damn thing wouldn't ring on my tablet for some reason. So
Well, I thought it was fucking someone else's phone going off, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, Brett wanted an invite. I wasn't gonna fuck with you saying, no, motherfucker. Nah, we just been here bullshit a little bit, fucking giving the breeze hell, talking shit about Jarhead, showing people what LCAC is, all that bullshit.
Well, it's easy to talk shit about Jarhead.
Yep. Talking about kids and ass whoopings when they actually need it and when they don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of everything today.
Good deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I just got done with Cairo and stuff and got home, and I got to leave again here in about 30 to 40 minutes because I got to go to dinner with the dude that runs the Wounded Warrior for this region. He's in town, from Minneapolis, so he's gonna buy us dinner.
And you forgot one thing today to wear.
Dude, I wasn't gonna be on. I had my Cairo and stuff. I know. Fucking.
God damn it! You're out of uniform, fucking shitbag. Come on, you're out of uniform. Go have the right ship. You're out of uniform. Have the right ship. You're out of uniform. And you got to have black socks on too. Got to have your black socks too.
I took those off when I got home. Sorry.
Black socks.
Yeah. That's the only socks I do wear when I do wear socks.
I don't have any
black socks. I hate white socks.
Yeah, I don't even own white socks. Yeah, Landon doesn't even wear white socks. He wears black socks too.
Yep, that's why I got River. Now he does wear white socks. His mom buys the white socks. I buy the black socks.
Yeah, no, Landon has black socks at his mom's too, because she knows that I'm like I hate white socks. It's like It's like a hate. Like I literally hate the look of white socks. I don't like them. And so like she doesn't buy him white socks. But we were married when I was on active duty, you know, when I was a recruiter and shit.
Yeah.
And when I was in Iraq and all that. So she understands that, you know.
They like the nice gold toe socks, the black socks with the gold toe and heel. Those are the ones I tend to like. Now, you run into a problem when you're a father of 3 sons, all of whom are of mature age. Every single one of us wears a size 10 and a half. Guess what
same
problem I
sock.
run into?
They're gonna
Yeah.
steal your shit. Or
Every
I thought
time.
you were gonna go the other way.
No, Jesus Christ, how the hell would I?
I have Under Armour and Adidas socks. And those are like my favorite.
Yeah, I got the
'Cause
gold
they-
toes, and I got some nice thick wool ones I got from Costco. They're really nice.
Yeah, I like them. I like them because I wear cowboy boots all the time, so
Yeah, so do I.
those tend to be the most comfortable for me, I think.
Shit, if I ain't wearing jeans, I sure the fuck ain't wearing fucking cowboy boots. Well, unless I want to. I've worn them in shorts before, yeah.
Serious?
But I don't wear shorts.
Yeah.
I don't wear
Shit,
shorts.
ever since I got retired, right, I'm like, I don't have to wear jeans no more every fucking day in the summertime. I can fucking wear flip flops, fucking shorts. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I the only time you'll see me in shorts is around the house, like when I'm not going anywhere, or if I'm running. That's it. I will not go to a store, and I have some shorts, and there's pictures of me in shorts, real old pictures of me in shorts, but I don't like them.
And stuff because like when it gets cold, here, it can be like high 30s, right? Some people's like, oh, this is cold, motherfucker. I'm still wearing shorts, going to the fucking store,
Yeah,
It's like t-shirt weather, dude.
Yeah, and fucking like Cav, he always gives me shit. He tells people down there, he says, yeah, you think it's cold up here, down here in Louisiana? He said, my brother would be wearing fucking flip flops in this fucking weather down here.
fuck yeah. Yep. Yeah,
And
that's
Cavs, yep.
that's dude. Their cold weather is fucking
No, it's not.
super nice for us.
Oh fuck yeah. That's why I'm hoping this deer season, man, it fucking gets cold like it normally should, like it used to back in the day, right?
Yeah.
For the rifle, because the rifle season around Thanksgiving time, right?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Most time it's fucking been in the 70s, 60s, 50s, right? That ain't fucking hunt weather, in my opinion.
Is that your guys' first season or is that your second season?
That's the first gun season.
First of gun, but it's the second season because the bow is before, right?
Bow it started back in September here
Okay.
on it. But we actually have 2 gun seasons, right? You got the one you can shoot and last longest, right? Then you got a week hunt for like does and all that shit.
Yeah.
You got a muzzleloader season?
Oh yeah, we got muzzleloader season. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's normally the same time as shotgun.
We don't have. You can use shotgun any time as long as it ain't bow season, right? But you can't use shotgun for muzzleloader here. It has to be a true muzzleloader that you can only use for that one. But hell, I've used fucking 12 gauge slugs fucking shooting deer, during rifle season.
Well, you're not at any kind of an advantage.
No, actually, you shoot one in the brush with a shotgun, with a slug, it's gonna do more damage than a fucking rifle will, guaranteed.
Yeah, an ounce of lead is a way of doing that.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking, I never did muzzleloader. I never had a muzzleloader. Never have owned one at all.
I got a buddy that does muzzleloader, and he absolutely fucking loves it because muzzleloader is the first season of the year here.
Yeah.
And modern muzzleloaders, man, they got copper jacketed bullets, they got pelletized propellants, they got rifle barrels, man, they got everything, and you can have an optic on it sometimes. And so it's basically a rifle season, just without all the goddamn people in the forest.
And you can still, if you got a felony, right, you can still buy a muzzleloader because you don't have to be registered.
Nope, it's not legally a firearm.
Nope. Because how I know this, a guy who's working at the power plant, he had felony charges, right? 2 or 3 of them. And they were over fucking violence. He's like, yeah, I don't have to. I said, yeah, you're right. You don't have to fucking. You can still use that.
Yeah, or get one of them reproduction cap and ball pistols.
Yeah. Yep. And that's how he fucking deer hunts for rifle season. All the way through regular rifle season, through musket load season.
Yeah. It's like I told you, man, with the pirate boat, them flintlocks, them cannons,
Yeah.
they ain't legally firearms, but you can put them on there.
Oh, I dreamt we did buy that thing last night. I dreamt about it. You know.
Have you seen what a musket ball from a Kentucky rifle does to a body?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's ugly, my man.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, yeah, that's. But yeah, fucking. I know I was dreaming last time, man. I'm like thinking, I was like, yeah, we'd have the best fucking chow on the fucking ocean here in fucking team.
Oh,
Best
fuck
fucking
yeah,
galley.
we would. Oh, easily.
Fuck yeah.
You
I
ain't
think
touching
I
our
said-
food game.
I'm thinking when we're in port, right, doing tours or whatever, or out to sea, right, we do tours, right, take them out a little bit, bring them back in. Fuck, we charge them all over the leg just to eat chow.
Is that ship on fire? No, that's just the smokers, man. They got 15
Oh.
briskets going.
So that was another thing. We had to redo the galley, right? You know, retrofit it for fucking smokers, right? Everything. You know,
Yep.
even has smokers on deck too. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have them on deck.
You know, fuck yeah.
Back in a second.
It's amazing how fucking we talk about shit. Then did you dream about it?
Yeah,
You know?
it is.
I was like, well, that's got to be a sign if I'm dreaming about it.
You would, yeah, dude. I would love to do it. I just
Oh,
gotta
fuck,
wait
I
a
would
couple
too.
years until Landon's out of high school, and then
I know, and
I
I'm
can
the
do
same
whatever
way.
the fuck I
I'm
want.
the same way with River, but once that's done, right, it's fair game, fair fucking game. You know,
Yep. I can
and
do
that would
whatever
be
the
cool.
fuck I want.
And wouldn't it be cool, say if like River or Landon, right, went into the Navy, right, and they was on the ship, we was driving, sailing past them on a fucking fireboat.
Be even better if they went onto the Constitution.
Oh fuck, yeah. You know, I can just
Sail
see
up
their
next
captain's
to it.
face, right? I can see their captain's face. Who the fuck? That's our dads. That's our dads and our uncles.
That would be fucking epic.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Prepare to be boarded.
Fuck, they would shoot us down. I mean, they'd make our boat to splinters really fucking quick.
Old Ironsides. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
She'd fuck some shit up still to this day.
Yeah. Well, we might be able to get on our sides, right? But we wouldn't be able to get a fucking DDG or cruiser. Now, unless we did some frogman shit, right?
I mean, we could.
Not me. I don't like the water that much. Hey, I know our limitations anyway, so goddamn it. That's
Dude,
where
that'd have been fun, man. That'd be cool as shit.
see that would be your deal and Rocky's deal and Kavanaugh's deal, right? Since you all liked water so much like that. Especially Kavanaugh, right? That motherfucker he's like a fucking dolphin, you know, in water. You know.
Oh, dude, I swim like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't now. I mean, I can. I haven't swam in a while, but I could. Slow the fuck down, you fuck.
Well, you guys do that. Me and Mick, we'll ban the fucking 50s and the cannons.
God damn, dude. Sorry, dude. Fucking flying through my neighborhood.
You're gonna see Thumper's fucking Trex come out.
Motherfucker, dude.
You see? Mick,
No,
what
it's
the fuck you
it's
eat
some
now?
bullshit. It's a residential, dude. It's supposed to be 25, and he's fucking doing like 60, stomping on it, speeding up as he's passing my fucking house.
Mick, what the fuck you eat now? Oh, chips.
Can't see. Put it in front of you.
Yep,
right.
chips. Yep. Good.
Figure since
Oh,
Rocky
man.
ain't here, someone's got to be eating on camera.
I don't know where the fuck he went.
How's he feeling?
He was feeling pretty good, but I don't know if what he's doing now. So he saw me
he's
back,
all right.
and he ain't been back. So
Probably laid down and fell asleep. Pain meds.
probably did.
Yeah, could be.
Which I don't fucking blame him.
Which I'm glad I never had to take no pain meds for my neck, but I kept my neck fucking iced. It'd be frozen, with the ice machine. Because I wasn't gonna take those fucking meds that get put me on. I was like, fuck that shit. No.
If you don't have to.
I haven't had any major surgeries. The only thing I've had is a tooth fucking pulled because it was cracked.
Yep. Now they did have me on morphine because I had to stay overnight in the hospital right after my neck surgery, right? That's the only time they said, well, we're gonna put you like against some oxy, right? For when you're at home. I'm like, I'll feel it, but I ain't gonna fucking take it. You get one of those ice machines, right? You keep that shit fucking numb. You won't have no fucking pain, guaranteed. Or at least I didn't, anyways.
Yeah, my mom had that machine that runs that cold water, ice water through for her knee surgery.
Yep. See, that's how our hand worked. My mom had the same one. That's how I got it.
Yeah, those things work good from what I can tell.
Yeah. And even for my carpal tunnel surgery, right? I kept that bitch on the fucking cast, right? And it went through that cast, that cold did.
Yeah.
Kept the stitches from fucking, you know how it is when you get stitches. That sometimes hurts a couple days, right?
Yep.
And I was drinking beer the fucking same day. And most people, after having surgery, they can't drink beer like that. Well, my neck surgery, I took about a week before I was brave enough to drink a beer. So, I didn't want to move my head, my neck at all, because I felt like my head was gonna fucking come off, right?
You gotta get a straw so you don't have to lift your head up to drink beer.
I did. I had to have a straw too. That first week drinking anything, I did. But that's the weirdest fucking surgery I've ever had, because they go right through your fucking right there in the front, and they have you upside down doing it. They like Rocky's where he's laying on his back, or laying on his stomach, right?
I was gonna say they had him on his stomach, didn't they?
Yeah. Which I figure that's the way they do the neck too, right? Oh no. And his was just outpatient. Mine, I had to be in the hospital for a night, so. Well, he got lucky on that one.
My dad's got a bag neck, and every time they do something, they do it through the front.
Yeah. Yeah, and all they do, they don't stitch you up. They super glue you fucking shut. That's what they do. But I'll tell you, it works. You can't hardly tell unless you know exactly where it's at, that it's there. Keep it going, boys. I'll be right back and get some more water.
Indeed.
All right.
Remember.
Now, where you gotta go, Thumper?
What's that?
Where you gotta go later? You got dinner with the Wounded Warrior guy?
Yeah, he's coming into town. He's in town now, but we're meeting up because we're going to be talking about future events and stuff like that we're doing.
Like fundraisers and such?
No, just events for Warriors. Like I just set up the Harlem Globetrotters and the professional championship bull riding. So we get free tickets for all the veterans that are alumni and their families. And then we pay, Wounded Warrior pays for the tickets at a discounted price and then gives them to the Warriors and their families to go and watch the stuff for free. Cool. Just doing different things. Like we went to a pumpkin patch and everybody got a pumpkin for free and lunch. And they got to do all the events and stuff that they have there. So all the little kids got to pet goats and ride the rides and do all kinds of other stuff. And we do a lot of different things like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
it's good there's stuff like that out there for them, kind of, keeps them out in the world, keeps their mind off things.
Yeah.
Let your kids have a good time,
Well, and it helps networking too. You can network a lot better.
You bump into people and trade info and such. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get you get information too. So if you need help and you're too afraid to ask for it, you're going to get the information while you're there anyways. So then you might use it, So it's pretty cool. And we're talking about doing different things. And I've already set up stuff for January for next quarter because you have to go quarter by quarter and you have to submit the stuff funding and all that.
Right.
And so, yeah, I've already got 2 things in January set up, and we only have 2 volunteers in our area. I'm one, and Conrad's the other guy, and he works full time. So I'm trying to like get everything set up. We've got a Christmas tree farm coming up. Everybody gets a free Christmas tree. Set that up. I set up November 8th is like a hockey game in for our team here, semi-pro team. And then we have a bowling night coming up on the 21st. And then I've got the stuff set up for January.
Damn, keeping busy.
What are you giggling about over there?
He didn't say what the other one was because he's probably going to have a veteran orgy.
What?
You'll probably have a veteran orgy site. Well, a bit.
If I got something lined up for you guys.
Wounded Warrior won't fund an orgy.
You already thought about that, didn't you?
Well, why not?
See? That's why I was giggling.
Yeah, they do. The Wounded Warrior does a ton of stuff, dude. And like, if you sign up and you get on the app and you look for your area, I guarantee you there's something. It's pretty cool, and it's all free. You know, I use the app. So if you sign up on the website, you have to sign up again. You have to create an account for the app because they don't talk to each other. They're different.
Okay.
So if you sign up for Wounded Warrior on the website, you won't be able to log into the app. But once you sign up, then you go to the app and you sign up. It's pretty cool. And there's a lot of shit.
I had a family member call that I had to talk to. I'm sorry, boys.
Okay. I didn't know if he was fucking hurt or what. I was like,
no. I had a family member I had to talk to, and we had a little bit of a heart-to-heart talk, which was good. So I'm back now, boys. I'm just gonna get myself something to drink real quick. I'm listening.
yeah, the Wounded Warrior, they do some in Columbia, like golf tournaments at a high-end golf, country club. I never go because I can't drive that far anymore. And I'm like, fuck it, I ain't gonna go fucking. Plus, I like to drink beer while I'm golfing too. So,
yeah, who doesn't?
Who does not like that?
There's some people that love golf so much. They're like, nope, can't drink while you're playing. I'm like, hell, it's like to me, it's like playing softball, right? You gotta drink playing like softball.
Like half the point of golfing is do scotch and cigars.
I wish fucking Wounded Warrior would put on a fucking barbecue contest here in Boonville. Then I'd enter that motherfucker.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you got to find who they're called warrior leaders.
Yeah.
Find out who your warrior leader is for your area, or become one and fucking set it up yourself.
But I can't fucking fly.
How true.
I can't fly.
You know what though? They might accommodate you a different way to get you to training, because like they always ask, do you need accommodations or anything like that? And if you have vertigo, they might be able to find another way to get you to training. I just found out I got to go down to Houston, Texas in April for volunteer summit, which is kind of cool because it's going to be like Wounded Warriors from all over, like warrior leaders like me. We're all going down there for this fucking huge summit.
I wouldn't mind doing it if they could accommodate me, get me the training, right? Or let me do training over Zoom or some bullshit, right?
Yeah, you got to be in person because
I'm saying
they do events and stuff too. Like you'll go and actually go to an event while you're.
But they'd have to put me on a bus, guaranteed.
They could. They could do that. They could put you on a Greyhound or whatever.
Well, first I'll see who the leader is in my area, right? If there is one, I know Columbia should be in my area. So
yeah, look up warrior leaders, and then you'll just have to figure out ways for you to get to your events. Is all.
Well, I'm saying if I got a hold of them and get that motherfucker to do a barbecue contest here in Boonville, right? Like at the park or something, at the YMCA, big old field, right? Because there's a lot of fucking people around here that do competition barbecue.
Well, so basically the way they do events, they try to keep it as cheap as possible per warrior and per person. So like when I look at an event, like take for example the professional championship bull riding, right?
Yeah.
The tickets are actually a little more than what we typically spend. But it's okay because it is a huge event and I'll have a lot of people there. And I'm asking for like 60 tickets.
Yeah. See, but like a barbecue competition, right? It would be not just to get fucking people to show up watching it, right? But to get people to buy their own, like pit masters, right? That do it, right? They provide their own stuff, right? Then anything that's donated goes to Wounded Warriors.
That would be tough. You would have to set up. You would have to before you even pitch that to your what they call a PLS.
Yeah.
Before you even because that's who I'm meeting with tonight.
Yeah.
That's my PLS. He's a peer support leader or peer leader. Whatever or PSL. Sorry, peer support leader. You would have to before you even take that idea to them. You would have to lock in donations ahead of time.
I know, but also it'd be like how we used to do it in the Masons, right? Too, where we had our big barbecue with Boston with pulled pork, right?
Yeah.
We pre-sold so many tickets, right? Pre-sold it, for the Masons, and then we knew exactly how much money's going back to the Masons, right? And all that shit. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that will donate, shit. Because I know CNR, their meat department, they'll donate shit. They do it all the time for other events.
Yeah. Dude, my internet just said it's unstable. What the hell? I've never had that.
Coming across okay.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be giving me a free day or two. Oh, dude, anytime my internet goes out, I call them up and I'm like, hey, you're taking this day and this day off my bill. I don't mess around.
Hold on. Someone's calling me. Yeah. Are you okay? What?
Popular guy.
Well, I'll give him that. He's moving around pretty fucking good and he's coming out of surgery, so I'll give him that.
That's what I'm saying. It's the oxycodone. It may be that I was working out and getting myself in better shape. It's helping me heal. And that was what I was trying to do. I was really trying to get in a better physical condition so that I could heal a little bit faster being that I'm
No fucking.
Oh, that's what happens soon when I can.
Rocky you can't throw your back out. You can't be like,
you can't. You'd have to let her. You have to let her be on top. Come on.
No throwing it back.
Of course.
You're just gonna have to lay there and not even move your hips at all when she's on top, Rocky. You're just gonna have to lay there. Trust me.
I have no problem doing that.
Heidi's gonna take advantage of this. She's gonna smack him in the face, be like, "Bad baby, bad baby."
Bad Poppy. Bad Poppy.
Did I tell you guys this the other day on Friday, dude?
He's gonna kill us for that one.
On Friday, I tried on my khakis again, dude. I can actually fit in my chief khakis again. So I put them on, right? And I showed up, and when Heidi showed up, I showed up in my khakis. I said, "Hey, what's up, babe?" She's like, "Okay, we're going to the bedroom."
Okay, so now you're just cheap fat instead of Rocky fat.
Yeah.
I know. I'm waiting for the day that I might be able to throw on my dress blues.
Shit, I already came. I could still wear my dress blues. Fuck you all talking about.
I was way skinnier. I mean, I'm getting there. So
shit, my jumper top was in boot camp was a 48. For my shoulders and stuff. And it's the same size I wear now.
I still have my boot camp stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
That's crazy. I still have my fucking boot camp blues, whites.
I lost my dress blues.
I have one pair of fucking dungarees.
I do too.
I wish I would have kept my dungarees. I wish I would have kept one pair just for just to have, right? Keepsake, right?
Yep, I got one pair left, and that's it.
People, we're not talking about the fucking utilities. The true dungarees.
Bell bottoms.
Yes.
I think the bitch ex-wife took my fucking pea coat though. And
Yeah,
that
she's probably-
motherfucker's like $450.
Yeah,
I
she's
have
probably.
one still. I have
And
one.
she-
And I'm actually gonna get my my rating on it, right? And then eventually I'm gonna find the way to get all the six stripes,
Yeah.
all gold because of 24 years. It'll look
Yeah.
sweet, dude, and I'll wear that out. I'll be proud of that shit, man.
Yeah. Dude,
They'll be
that
calling
fucker-
you. They'll be calling you the super veteran.
You know, I have a Levi's jacket, right?
Yep.
And it's a military style jacket, and I bought the shoulder boards for the
Oh
cheap
shit!
and I put them on there, dude, and it looks really cool. It's like, man, it's almost like a style in itself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's only certain people that can actually pull that off.
Well,
Like,
and then
only we can pull that
Yeah.
kind of style
now,
off.
if people now if you have people right say stolen valor, you whip out your ID card, say what bitch, fuck you.
Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I got that shit. I'm like, I got a challenge coin right here.
Nice.
Like, I have to have a challenge coin. You know what I mean? So I have it on me as a medallion, a necklace, dude.
Yeah, I've got a bomber jacket I had made while I was in Iraq of my Operation Iraqi Freedom with a bunch of shit on it with patches and stuff sewn into it.
That's cool.
I've had that jacket since I came home. I actually had it in Iraq and stored it while I was in Iraq and brought it home with me. I had an Iraqi make it, which was pretty cool. And dude, it's a fucking great jacket. And then,
Is it leather?
no, it's a desert tan bomber.
Oh, you don't
And
have
it's
it
not-
on you right now, do you?
It's upstairs in the closet, but it's not a leather bomber. It's a,
Yep.
It's the
like
other
a-
kind.
It's like it's a fabric,
Yeah.
but
Kind of like
it's
this
got,
one,
it's got all my shit on it.
kind of like that one.
Nice. See,
Is that
I
kind of
never
like that one?
Not
Mine's
possible.
more like a Leatherman style jacket.
Yeah,
This was the Operation Desert Freedom Cruise. What this in 2002
That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
on it. Now I wish I would have got one for 2000 so I had two of them. I wish I would have had that one done.
they didn't do any fucking jackets though.
Yeah, they did. We had a chance to buy them in 2000. Yes,
What?
we did.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I
the
don't
fucking
remember that.
jacket.
Because to buy them, you had to be. Sign up was on the best decks, right? That's where it was at.
I don't remember that.
On it.
Do I?
That stuff.
I don't remember that, but man, I missed that opportunity.
Yep, I did too, but I didn't miss it on the boat. I'm like, I'll buy one of these motherfuckers right here. I did.
Yeah.
I wore this motherfucker all the time until about 2 years ago, right? It still fisted all that, but
I don't
I need to
remember
get
that at all.
I need to get it dry cleaned though. That's what I need to do on it.
Hey,
And
give
so
me a
this
second. I'm gonna switch back over to my phone to talk to you guys while I drive out to Bettendorf here for dinner.
Okay.
That's like that fucking that patch I had for fucking golden shellback, right? That's all my smoker and all that. That patch, you can't buy that fucking patch nowhere because that was made specifically for that cruise right there on it. Because you had different gold shellback patches right out there and stuff, and that's where Dre got. I showed him what I wanted, right? That's why that's why it's the same gold shellback one that he has all the coins and all that. What's on what I showed him? Cause he go, I can't find that one nowhere. I said, yeah, it's hard to find it because it's fucking.
Yeah.
That was made for one certain deployment. Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that they made one the jacket for the cruise. That sucks.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. I wonder when they put that shit out.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember
That's
that at
tough.
all.
Yeah, you had to you had to
did
go to the
anyone
best
wear
decks to
that?
fill. Huh?
Did anyone wear that stuff on the Fife afterwards?
I don't know, but I know they were there fucking taking orders. And stuff. That's what. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, they ain't fucking cheap either.
Oh no.
They're fucking. This one cost me fucking $200. This one did.
Oof.
But I had that E5 fuck you money versus the E4 money. So
That's a big jump.
yep.
Yeah, I just have my Operation Iraqi Freedom jacket.
Yep. And especially with the sea service I had since I did 2 ships back to back, right? I was maxed out on CPAY. So
You know, dude, I got maxed out on CPay too from the Fife. So when I went back to sea,
yeah.
it was already like maxed out,
Yeah.
I guess.
See, I mean, like there was E6s, right? They're like, you're getting more CPAY than me. I said, motherfucker, I got more sea time than you do. You spent most of your time fucking on shore duty. Fuck you. You know?
And
that's
we
weird
actually. Oh, go ahead.
Huh? That's weird
I
that
was
you
gonna say,
got. Yeah, go ahead.
We actually were at sea
Yeah.
on the Fife. Like
Yeah.
we weren't fucking pierside for long.
Yeah. No, there was only one summer that we stayed at fucking Everett, Washington. One fucking summer of that whole time.
What year was that?
That had to be 99 or something like that.
Because we were doing workups, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's-
still
yeah.
left though. We
No,
were doing inspections.
98. Because right after that, then we did the crack pack. Right after that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
when they were
Yep.
calling us Building 991 because we never moved.
Yep. 98, yes.
We rolled into inspections and then deployment right in '99, and then 2000. Well 99 we came back and then fucking rolled back into inspections and deployment in 2000, and then we fucking came back, and then we were supposed to be hitting deployment again, but then like before when we were supposed to be on stand down, September 11th happened.
Yep.
And we got underway for that, and then we came back and then left again for deployment.
Yep.
It was like nonstop deployments for us. And
Yep.
and in between those deployments, even when we were home, we were getting underway and doing shit.
Yeah, we was always down in San Diego all the fucking time.
We went to San Diego. We went to Fife that one time. We went to Astoria that one time.
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah,
Numerous times, Canada.
Victoria. We were always fucking scooting someplace.
Victoria was pretty
Victoria,
cool, man. I
Vancouver.
remember having fun.
Oh,
I
I
think
love
a lot of
Victoria.
the pictures that I have with you guys was that Victoria, Canada one back in '98.
Well, Vancouver, can't forget that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, we were always fucking gone. And if we weren't pulling into those ports, we were going to like Indian Island or,
Yep.
whatever, fucking doing stupid shit.
Well, that's a true warship right there. You know that. A true
Yep.
warship does that stuff.
Went to San
Yeah.
Francisco twice.
Yep. San Francisco,
Yep.
Port Hueneme.
That's a story. Oof.
But yeah, fucking, I mean, we were always fucking underway. So we earned our seat back for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yep.
That was basically what it was for you guys. Well, for the crew, because you guys got over there right before it left Japan. But I mean, it was always underway when it was in Japan too. If you look at the
Yeah,
log.
because it was. Because as soon as we got there a month later, we was out to sea. About a month later.
Yeah,
So we'd al-
going to see
so-
happened.
So we had already been to Hong Kong, fucking all the places we got to go in 2000. We'd already been there.
Yeah.
Except for you didn't get to go to Okinawa in 2000. We didn't pull it there. So you never got to experience Whisper Alley. So,
Do you want to tell them the story of Whisper Alley, by the
hey,
way?
it's all about Whisper Alley. It's fucking oldies. It's a whorehouse, right? Nothing but a block of it, right? And they come out of these old huts. Say, what, fucky, good time? Like, yep, $20. That's all it was, $20.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Oh, I've
Now,
heard
now,
tales, but
Thumper-
never got to experience it.
Thumper would have loved that one. He'd been a kid in the case or like I was.
I didn't bang a bunch of hookers on deployment. I banged. Now Thailand was a whole different fucking story.
Thailand, everybody's a hooker in Thailand, pretty
Yeah, that's
much.
what I mean. Yeah, there are no non-hookers there.
I banged a shit ton there, and it was because it was so fucking cheap. And they would, they sit behind that glass wall, and you
Yep.
pick the number on their chest and say, I want number 43 and 13 and 12, and then they come walking out and they have your drink, and then they take you to the elevator and you go upstairs. They wash you in the tub, and then they put you on the bed and give you a good fucking massage, and they bang the shit out of you, give you another fucking bath, and then fucking go downstairs and they get you another drink. And it was like, I don't know, $11 a girl for as long as you spent up in the room.
Well, it depends on what bar you went to. Some of them were $10, $11. Some of them were $20 for the bar fine, right? Some of them
I went to the fucking $10, $11 bar.
Well, I bought one for $10, right? She's good looking. The other one I bought was $20. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah.
Because I could
Well, that's
afford
why
more
they call
women.
you Thumper.
Like a fucking rabbit.
Hey, did I send you that video, guys, about it's Tucker Carlson? He said that every tech billionaire is having the same hunting vision, and this demonologist got online and said everyone in like Silicon Valley is taking like ketamine, and they're hallucinating and seeing the same fucking entity.
That ain't nothing, dude. People take
I didn't know that, and then they started talking about the machine elves and crap like that, dude.
Well, that's like DMT, man.
Yeah. I'm like, man, that's crazy. It's weird that it came out like that. I never heard that before.
Yeah, they do therapies with that shit out there, you know. And there's fucking what's his name? Friends guy, Matthew Perry. He died of a ketamine overdose. What he died of, he was given too much.
It takes quite a bit to do it. I used to get ketamine in the back of an ambulance.
Yeah.
And I used to mix it and titrate it for pain and some other stuff. I'd use it for people that were in excited delirium. I'd give them large doses of ketamine to get them because they would strip down naked and they would overheat and die. But they would be running like anytime you see somebody running around with like naked and acting weird, they're having excited delirium. The only way to save their life is to knock them out, basically, so that way their temperature can drop. Otherwise, they're going to cook from the inside out.
Dude,
pretty crazy.
I got a story about that shit. Back in 2002, I was in Point Loma for MAA school, right? Because they had MAA school all over the place. And they made us stand watch, like a sentry watch, right? And you had to watch like the restricted people. And this motherfucker was on restriction for raping a woman like an idiot. He was a dumb fuck. He was a ripped dude, too. He was buff. And this dude had someone go to fucking Tijuana and get him ketamine. And then he fucking took the ketamine in the barracks in restriction. And I was like, what the hell's this guy doing? And I called the cops and everybody, and they arrested this dude, court-martialed him. Like, the ketamine thing, dude, he was just going like this. He was going, like, it was weird. He was just, when he was fucking naked. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with this guy? It was like he was on PCP almost, similar. Because I think ketamine has that effect, but not as strong as PCP or angel dust, you know?
It just makes them act weird. One time, funny story, one time when I dealt with excited delirium patients in the field, as a paramedic, I would make sure there was cops with me, and they would basically one cop per arm and leg. So I needed 4 cops, and we would tackle the patient. They would restrain all 4 limbs. I would inject ketamine and then give Versed. And then I would have to stay there just in case they stopped breathing and monitor their breathing and everything. Well, the guy that I stuck, he got a little fucking crazy, and the cops fucking let go of him. And this motherfucker took off, climbed a tree, and then my drugs took effect. And he hit every fucking branch on the way down like a tranquilized fucking bear, dude. It was hilarious. So I get him in the fucking ambulance. The cops cuff him, and anytime a cop cuffs him in the back of my ambulance, it's a requirement that they ride with because they have a key. Just in case he codes or whatever, it's our protocol to have the cop with us so they can uncuff him so we can do CPR and do different things and move the body.
You only have one cop? You only have one cop?
In the back, yeah.
Okay.
In the back, just one.
So they don't have a contact cover?
No, they don't need to.
Okay.
Because he's handcuffed to the cot. He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
If he dies, if his heart stops, then I have him uncuff him. And I treat him. But so we get to the hospital, and I'm like, hey, patient needs a CT. And they're like, why? He's just excited delirium. I'm like, no, he Yogi Beared it from about 30 fucking feet. And they were like, Yogi Beared it. And I go, you ever seen a bear in a tree that gets fucking shot with a tranquilizer and how it falls? And they go, yeah. I go, he Yogi Beared it from about 30 feet. And they were like, you shot him with a tranquilizer? And I go, no. I said he was on the ground when I gave him the meds. He got away from the cops and climbed the tree. And they were like, Jesus fucking Christ. It was hilarious.
I know we should be laughing, but goddamn.
Oh, no. This shit's properly funny.
It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
And dude, they were like, okay, I guess we're ordering a CT for this guy. And so they ordered the fucking CT, and luckily he came back with no brain bleed, but he did have a broken, I think, ring finger. And
his body was limp, so he's going to not have much damage to him once your body goes limp like that.
yeah, and it's basically like the drunk driver theory. You know?
Yeah.
He got fucking lucky as shit.
Oh hell yeah.
It was just fucking hilarious that this guy fucking got away before the fucking drugs took effect and climbed the tree. And like I said, he was up that tree so fucking fast, dude. I was like, holy shit. Like, he's already like at the top. Like, we're going to have to call the fire department. And then all of a sudden you saw him like start to like reach for branches and miss them and stuff. And then he started to get a little wobbly, and then his knees started to buckle. And then he was just boop, 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 boop. It looked like Plinko on fucking Price is Right. Every time he hit a tree, it was like bam, 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 a branch. It was like human Plinko in a tree. It was fucking hilarious. Dude, there's a book by one of my friends. His name is Chris, right? And his father was a LA County sheriff. And he wrote a book called The Duck Theory. And you all know what the duck theory is, right?
I do not.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck,
okay.
a duck.
Yeah,
Okay, so it is what it is, what you're seeing. And there's a story of this guy went to a scene where this guy was like carrying 2 gravestones and climbed up a fucking telephone tower. But he had got like a knife or something and sliced his stomach open. He was so high on PCP, he cut himself open.
Jesus.
Like they do some shit that like it almost looks like it would be demonic possession, but when the drug wears off, they die because they bleed out or whatever. It's crazy. Did I ever tell you about the testicle story at the prison? No, let's hear it.
Oh no, you got to share this one. Come on now.
Testicle story.
Well, I'm hearing about testicles in prison, so I'm automatically, you have my attention.
Yes, what is this? So you know I worked for the Federal Bureau of Prisons for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had a guy that he wouldn't cuff up. And so I gave him numerous commands to come to the beanhole, stick your, turn around, put your hands back, need to cuff you, blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't fucking do it. And his roommate, his cellie, was sitting up on his bed up top. And he was like, I'm not fucking cuffing up. And I'm like, dude, you're cuffing up. Otherwise, we'll just do a forced cell, forced cell extraction. I'm not fucking cuffing up. Fuck you, CO, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing it. I'm okay. So I called and got fucking the lieutenant on the fucking on the horn and said, hey, we're going to need to force cell, this guy, blah, blah, blah. And this is what's going on. He's like, okay. And I was a member of DCT also, which is they're the ones that do the forced cell extractions. So I fucking go. I get another officer to watch the fucking shit, right? And since I originally made contact, I left, got dressed while that CO was watching him through the glass. He wouldn't fucking cuff up for him either. So I get dressed, the team, we march up in fucking formation. And I'm up front. And I spray him with pepper spray and everything when we get there. So I fast forward a little bit. And his cellie's like, fuck. And he's like, let me cuff up. So he comes and he cuffs up. We extract him real quick, close the door. Because the other guy's uncuffed. Can't fucking do shit with it. Now keep in mind, these are some bad motherfuckers, right? And they're like, okay, you need to come cuff up now. You need to come cuff over and over and over. It's all on camcorder. Won't do it. Next thing you know, he fucking has this sharp fucking piece of metal and he drops his fucking pants, cuts open his nuts, cuts his fucking testicles off and slams them up against the window and smashes them, and is like rubbing them all over the window so I can't see. I mean, he took both fucking nuts out. He was not on drugs, by the way. They did a drug test.
So he made himself a eunuch, huh?
Dude, he fucking cut those nuts off and didn't even flinch and slapped them against the window. They splattered, dude. I was like, holy fuck. And then of course he's bleeding like crazy and he's rubbing the blood all over his body because he knows we're coming in now. Like, we're coming in. There's no choice. And he's getting his body as slippery as possible. So that way when we go in, we're just slipping all over the place, grabbing him, you know.
Did you guys get a water hose and spray him off first?
No, we sprayed him with more OC. I emptied a fucking can this big, a fogger, into the fucking cell. It was
Imagine if you had access to a fire hose. Oh, you want to play this game? Oh, yeah. You want to fuck around and find out, motherfucker. You know?
We turned off the water and everything to the cell because we didn't want him flooding it and all that. And so, yeah, we we went in full force. Everybody pinned down an appendage. We got him cuffed up, carried him the fuck out, took him straight to medical. He was thrown in an ambulance and taken to the hospital. But yeah, he just smashed his fucking nuts up against the window.
Did you talk to him afterward and say, hey, was it worth it?
I bet he was easy to deal with after that.
He was in the hospital longer than I was, in the BOP. So I actually left after that and did my thing. But yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, that does sound crazy, man. It does sound insane.
But yeah, dude, as a paramedic, dude, I had to fight people in the back of the ambulance and call Code Green because he went fucking crazy. He was faking seizures, and I wouldn't give him meds, and he wanted meds, and I wouldn't give him meds. So he decided to fight me in the back of the ambulance, and this dude was strong. I stabbed him and fucking injected him with ketamine. I sprayed Versed up his fucking nose, all kinds of shit, because I was just fucking tired of fighting the dude. It took all my body weight and everything to hold him down. I had my feet up on the ceiling, pushing down on top of him, and I had him in his dreads in my fucking hands. And I ended up ripping out a bunch of fucking dreads in my hands. And then when the cops finally showed up to help me and the fire department, I gave him his dreads to take with him for personal property. Even though it was ripped out of his fucking head. I was like, here, you want to give these to him or check this into the jail when you take him for fucking assault? It was pretty fucking crazy. But I've almost been shot. All kinds of shit. It's interesting. I've seen a lot of shit. Fucking people. Crazy motherfuckers.
I mean, you could go on with a lot of good stories every day, bro. It'd be fun.
I thought about writing a book.
You should.
Mixing the military, the BOP, paramedic, and medical examiner. I got a lot of shit.
You just call it Thumper Actual's Life.
Even contracting. I could throw some stuff in there. Maybe not a lot.
You gotta do separate books, all right?
You gotta, yeah.
Gotta have the tail of a squid, right? Adventures in Thailand.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, got to do the Richard Marcinko thing with the Rogue Warrior series, like a book for each, bit of fuckery.
Yep. Red cell, white cell. Yeah, yeah.
Green cell, Rogue Warrior.
Rogue Warrior. Yep. Yeah, he pissed off a lot of people in the community.
Yes,
they were not happy about him writing those books.
Yep.
Have you guys ever read Richard Marcinko's? Richard Marcinko. He was basically the founder of the SEAL Team 6.
Oh, okay.
And what they did with the security testing and stuff. And he literally stole a fucking submarine, a U.S. submarine.
He also kidnapped a senator.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
They were designed to show the weaknesses of U.S. security.
Yep.
It was amazing. Read the books if you get a chance. They're really good.
I remember doing that when we were.
I've read them all. They're awesome.
When I was in Seal Beach, we had to do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like
you test your security.
That was before like the stuff that I talked about last night with Mayo MA2 Mayo being shot by our own people and all that other stuff, that was the beginning of that because of terrorism coming the way it was.
Well, they do it with the DOE too. So like nuclear facilities and stuff.
Oh yeah,
those are tested as well at Minuteman silos and all that. All of our fucking facilities like that. So the DOE, you know, they're contracted security systems now, like security companies. They're not, you know, government. You know, they're private security, and they used military to test the security of those facilities at DOE. So it's pretty cool. Those are like the top secret shit, though. You can't talk about that like in depth because it talks about security of a nuclear facility and all that.
Yeah,
nuclear reactors for power, energy, for ships, all that shit. You know.
Yep. I know, because like I had a buddy that was on the ship with me. He was my fellow MAC in my department, right? He was the training chief. I was the ops chief when I was on the Lincoln. And he said when he was in South Carolina at that nuke school, and he said those motherfuckers were crazy, the nukes. They dressed up as Harry Potter and pretended to cast spells at each other with the fucking stick. And they had one of those observation towers that you put sentries on for, you know, looking out at the fields and everything. They're like, get the fuck off of there, you stupid fucks. It's like, get down now.
Because Rocky, nukes are fucking gamers. They're fucking nerds, D&D players. That's what they are.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I know. I mean, and you know what? I dealt with the nukes on the ship, and I never dealt with nukes before that. But I got along with those guys. Like a lot of the chiefs, I got along with them.
I mean, there are some nukes, right, that's got common sense, right? A lot of them, they're book smart, no common sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Well, we had a Chang, man, and this dude was like a fucking egotistical motherfucker, like you wouldn't believe. I like the Chang that we had before this guy, because this Chang was an asshole. And he tried to say something to me one time, and I corrected him. He was a commander, by the way. I said, no, sir. That's not how we do this. We do it this way.
You always got to say, sir.
Sir.
Can't leave the sir out. You got to have the sir.
I always say, sir.
Respectfully, sir. You're a fucking
idiot.
idiot.
Yes, respectfully, sir. Or don't disrespect, sir. Or don't disrespect.
I had a sailor say that to me on the fucking ship one time. He's like, with all due respect, Chief, I don't want to do that. I said, with all due respect, fuck you, motherfucker. With all due respect means no respect. So fuck you for no respect. Go do what I fucking told you before I stomp your fucking head in. Okay, Chief. Let me know when it's done, too. And get your first class, because it was a seaman. Like, I didn't play around. Like, once I became that kind of I didn't fucking play around. I was a good guy, but you fuck up, you're going to fucking get it. Because I told you don't fuck up.
And now he's a fucking chief with a pip K now.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, I mean, we had to cross we had to go through the Suez Canal, right? And they gave us an intelligence brief, and I'm not going to say, but we had certain threats, right? And we had to do certain things. And they said, absolutely, no fucking cell phones. And I said that. I got everybody, all my MAs, everybody, all 100 of them, 75 of them. I said, absolutely no fucking cell phones when we go through the Suez Canal. Because this is when Iran was acting up in 2019 in May. Remember that shit?
Yep.
I had to go through the Suez Canal because of that, right? And I said, no fucking cell phones. So we went through the Suez Canal on the Atwell, right? Everyone said, okay, Chief, oh yeah. And I get 4 motherfuckers standing on the port side aft with an LRAD and an M240, because that's what they did, right? And my 50 cals were somewhere else. And the fucking ship XO walks in, and these motherfuckers are playing on their phones and not paying attention. Captain's mast immediately.
That's when you take those phones and deep six them motherfuckers, and then they go straight to the old man. Because I guarantee it, they skipped DRB X and Y, right?
Well,
straight to the old man.
They did, and I got my ass chewed, and it wasn't even my fault. I'm like, I told these motherfuckers no cell phones, but I got my ass chewed, and I was like,
because you're the chain of command.
Yeah,
you're part of the chain of command. So
I was so fucking mad, And then all the guys are like, I'm sorry, Chief. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you yelled at. I'm like, why can't you guys just do what I tell you? I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to keep you out of trouble and get you promoted. Why don't you just do what I tell you? Like, come on. Fucking do the right thing. But no.
You gotta remember, it's like raising kids.
Dude, it's the same fucking thing.
Well, it's just now you see what our chiefs went through with us.
We were just wild. We weren't stupid. We were just wild.
Well, we was wild
And
ass
we
stupid
did-
sometimes.
And we didn't really have cell phones when we were on the fight.
Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. No video evidence.
No
Thank God.
documentation. Nope.
You know,
Yeah, I had a digital camera that I think I took off the ship one time. One time.
I had a camcorder in Thailand. I had fucking Australia and all that. I had filmed the fucking me fucking this one girl. You know,
As
until
long
I
as
took it
it's
home.
just you, you know.
It was
As long
just
as
me.
it's just you.
No, there was no fucking orgy or no bullshit. Bob's like, we want to see your trip to Australia. I was like, okay. Put in the wrong fucking tape. It was me fucking making a Thai horror.
Whoops.
I said, I would. That means I want to watch it. You know,
Yeah, could you imagine if I was the way I am now back then? It would have been way worse. Way worse. There would have been some massive orgies. All kinds of crazy shit.
this one's for you cat lovers, Rocky.
Fuck
Check
that.
this. No, check this shit out. I'm telling you, check this shit out.
That's cool.
Because why use offline, right, Rocky?
Huh?
Why use offline, off camera? Why your fucking cat's got shorter butthole
What?
to us.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she would get up on the camera, turn around. I'm like, fucking cat.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's
No.
Lola. She's a pain in the butt. She likes me, but man, she can't get along with any other cat in the world, dude. She's one of those cats that can't get along with other cats.
Now Pepper, I gave him an idea now, so he's gonna have a drone next.
Fuck yeah. I have one.
Oh, you do?
Next time I come out to your house, Rocky, I'm bringing my fucking drone, and your cat's going for a fucking ride.
All right. I'm
And
cool.
Oh.
the first one that fucking jumps on me.
And Thumper, since you wasn't here for this one, and Rocky, you wasn't here either, I'm gonna show this one again. Nick's already seen it. Yeah, hey, dipshit, Rocky, come on.
Where'd he go?
I'm coming, hold on.
God
Oh.
damn it, Billy.
Hold on, come on now. Oh, he's
There he
getting
is.
the fuck. The fuck
With
you
his big
drinking,
dome.
Bird? I mean, ice cream.
It's horchata.
Fuck is that?
It's like a
A
coconut.
rice milk.
Oh, rice milk. Okay, gotcha.
It's really good. Some of
There you
some
go.
of the other taco trucks, we get along with all those guys, so they give us
Okay.
horchata sometimes. It's great stuff, man.
Ultimate Halloween costume right there. Ultimate right there.
What the fuck?
Well, think about it. Corona, right? That's
Yeah,
what
she
she
made her
was doing.
jacket.
She was skinning the dogs, right? Make a jacket out of it.
That's funny.
Cruella.
I like it.
Yeah, that's fucking. I mean, I told Big, I said, if I was a judge of a costume competition, right? As soon as I see that, fucking first prize before anybody, I said, fucking, no one's gonna beat that one. Nobody.
That's funny. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm gonna head in early, get our spot,
Yep.
and I'm gonna have a whiskey before they show up, since I can't
Oh.
have one at the same time.
Oh, before you go, here you go.
But
Just read it. Just read it.
this dude bends him over and acts like he's read Sheridan Benner. Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah. I would dress up as like a Greek god and then
Hell
like,
yeah.
make them like a fucking, yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
See? That's what
Dude,
that's
I would if a chick even showed interest in me that was a Siamese like that, I would instantly propose. I'd be like, "Yep, we're doing it." because if it's in the middle of the night, you wake up, you want to get some head. I mean, there's two mouths. One take the dick, and one take the balls.
But then you'll be fucking not divorced for the fourth time, but twice, fifth time.
I was gonna say
because that's two divorces.
Do you have to divorce both of them? I guess I don't know.
I don't know.
How does that work?
That would be your luck, guaranteed.
Right?
2 sets
I'd have to pay him.
alimony.
No, it would be 2 sets of equity. Equity on the fucking house. Double.
Thumper, I don't think you should get married again.
Oh, he will. So he will.
I would advise you get it. I would just get an AI girlfriend robot, and just.
I gotta wait. I gotta get my credit up.
They cost too much money right now. Trust me, they do.
I know. But eventually, they're
maybe if I get that back pay, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you still ain't gonna have enough back pay for that. Pay cash for it.
Not right now.
Not right now. You.
I would get the Temu version, and it would fucking short out on my ass
And bite your dick off.
Either that or electrocute me, or the battery would catch fire, burn my whole house down. Just as bad as a real woman.
I mean, just as we discuss at other times, it's like the only logical reason for men to do is to go that way, because unless women fix themselves, we're not going to accept them.
Rocky,
they think that we're going to go for them. Nah.
Rocky, women have been fucked up for fucking generations. Come on now, they have been.
Well,
I said though, it'd be my luck. My Temu fucking AI girlfriend would do just as much damage as a real woman to my house.
Yeah. Because AI is starting to fade out away, not to be shut down. So
True.
They learn, people. They learn.
Well, like I said, guys, I think AI is actually demonic. I think it's an evil spirit that's able to possess machinery like a body.
And technically,
right, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later.
And technically, you don't need a woman to please you. You got fucking two hands for a fucking reason. You know?
Imagine if you get your AI robot girlfriend right, and you're kind of in the middle of doing the thing, right? And then a little alarm goes off, and all of a sudden you feel a bunch of teeth encircle your thing, and it says, "Our records show that you are behind on your monthly payment for this unit.
Oh, fuck.
Would you like to make a payment now?"
Yes, please. That's why you save up and pay cash for it, so you don't have that happen.
Exactly.
It's getting more crazy and crazy and crazy. The more people I talk to, the more that stuff that I kind of discuss sometimes on here, it's happening more and more and more, dude.
But Rocky, you're just now seeing it. I've been seeing this since I got out of the Navy.
Yeah, I didn't notice this stuff, dude, until I went on deployment in 2019 and I saw that kid kill himself, and then I saw a bunch of people get divorced. And
dude, I mean, I saw that shit at fucking boot camp in '97, right? Yeah. We had a kid. He got a Dear John letter from his girlfriend, right? Tried to slit his fucking wrist with the fucking guard belt. You know? And I'm like, she's just a fucking piece of ass. She's just a female. There's more efficiency. I said, you're fucking stupid. So I told him.
Well, that's because guys were never told, don't have one-itis. There's a lot of ones. There could be many ones. You don't have to settle on just one. If they can't settle on one, why do you need to?
Well,
but I mean, but that red pill bullshit, the only reason this is popular now, Rocky, because of the internet. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I mean,
that's the reason. Well, the reason it's popular is because finally guys got on the internet and started comparing notes.
But also those guys, they're one dimension. That's all they are. One fucking dimension. They have nothing else to talk about except for that. And that's why a lot of people don't watch those channels no more. Because they don't come up with nothing new either.
Or they've heard it so much that they know it's true and they don't need to watch it no more. That's probably part of it too.
Once you know, you know.
Once you know, you know. But, you know, sometimes you got to keep on remembering what you do know. Because a pretty face can make you forget things.
But, you know, that's up. Each person has to learn that the hard way. If they get fucked over, they get fucked over. You know,
Wow.
if they ain't mentally fucking strong, yeah, they can't. I mean, some people ain't mentally strong, especially guys. They're not. You know,
Yep, when I
and
was
that's
a kid, man, I had a girl that I was seeing drop off the face of the fucking earth. Like the letters were there one day, and the next day they weren't. Never heard from her again. Never got an explanation as to why. Zero.
Sure.
That sucked.
Yep.
But
I've had that happen to me, and I'm done with women. I'm done with women too. Okay, if you're gonna do it to me, fuck you, I'm gonna do it to you.
you know, I was 17. It's the first chick I had any real feelings for.
Yeah.
Shit stung bad, and I was in boot camp, which is not the best place to be
Nope.
when something like that happens.
See, and that's one reason. Even my dad told me, right?
You gotta do.
He said, if you're gonna, if as long as you're in the Navy or the military, he said, don't get married. He said, do not. Just have your fun. That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, I did so with the understanding that I would be getting out. Like when we got married, I had 2 years left.
Yeah, you got out though, so that's different.
I had 3 years left. Yeah, and she says
That's
I can
different
do
though.
3 years
Because the divorce rate of someone doing multiple years in the Navy, especially a career, the divorce rate is 97% guaranteed.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
Women should never marry sailors. No.
But I'm saying, you know, every now and then people get lucky, right? And they stay,
sure.
their wives, they stay married, you know, throughout their fucking career and after, right?
yeah,
But-
there's a few. I mean, it's so uncommon now.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a few people that are really fortunate.
But I mean, I would, you know, I've had people ask me, you know, around here, you know, whether, you know, the pros and cons of going into the Navy, right? And I'll tell them, you know, and I always tell, especially if they're young men, I'll tell the girls this too. I said, do not get fucking married, you know, while you're serving your country. Do not. Have your fun. But don't settle down because it's 90% chance it's going to end up with fucking divorce. Guaranteed. Guaranteed fucking.
It's so sad too. Such
Yeah.
a sad thing, man.
Yeah. I said, don't get girls knocked up back home, right? Because you're automatically going to be paying a lot of fucking child support. I said, because you're going to be making more as an E4, E3, E4, E5 than what I did when I first went in. You know, and your child support is going to be more, you know, it's going to be at least $600 or more, guaranteed. You know, so it ain't fucking worth it. You know, wrap your fucking dick. You know,
Well, shit, when I was in training, man, $600 a month, that was like my fucking monthly pay.
shit. Me and Rocky's fucking. When we got to Japan, our fucking, like I was an E3, he was an I was an E2, he was an E3, right? My weekly every 2 weeks pay after taxes was fucking a little bit under $300 a month, or every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so. Well, Mick, yeah, you save time, yeah, but even that, Mick, that was even with fucking special fucking overseas pay too that we got too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
No.
No.
It wasn't until we started making E. We all made E. You came in as an E4, didn't you?
Yeah, I was an E4.
6 miles. Okay, you came. Yeah, you 6 mile. See, it wasn't, I didn't know some pay increase until me and Rock. I know, like me, I'm sure Rock said went until we made E4.
And then I got a pay increase when I made second. And then
Yeah.
another one
Because at that time, if I remember correctly, we didn't get fucking seed pay until E4 at that time.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I can't remember.
Because I don't remember getting it as fucking E2 and E3. I remember getting it as soon as I made put on fucking E4.
I don't even think they keep LESs that long in the past, man. I remember when we used to get them, and then they went online from militarypay.com. Meal pay.
Yeah.
Fast meal pay and all that. So, yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's gonna be it. I mean, that's the best way to come in the military if you're gonna be a push button, right? Just you so that way you ain't got to fucking wait a couple of years to take the test. You know, because your schooling is so fucking long. Your schooling is so fucking long that that's why you get it, because your schooling had the years you signed up for.
Yeah, 2 years worth.
Yeah, because I mean we had gas GSMs push button. I'll tell you one thing; those are the worst fucking gas turbine mechanics ever. There.
What was your special school that you got out of your school, Mick?
Mark
What was your
86
season?
school?
Huh?
It was Mark 86 C school.
Cool.
So my first one was a 6-month electronics course called Tech Core. And then after Tech Core was a 3-month fire control A school. And then after A school, it was the system specific school for Mark 86. And that was another 6 months.
You know what? When I think about it, if I could have chose a rate in the Navy that I think I would have liked a lot, it would have been FC.
FC was fun.
FC or something like that. I think that I would have enjoyed that a lot more, but
Gunner's Mate would have been great.
I ended up going the law enforcement rate, which it had a lot of ups and it had a terrible amount of downs. But what it did teach me was to be aware of my surroundings and pay attention to what's going on and where to sit in the building, where to watch for things and all kinds of stuff like that. Because it makes you stay alert because you never stop thinking like a police officer. When you get that training, you usually don't stop thinking like that. You always have your head on a swivel. You're looking, like when I go to a restaurant, I sit where I can see the door.
Back to the door. I do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Everybody does that.
I face the door anywhere, and if I can't, if there's multiple doors, I'm facing one door, and Heidi will face the other door because I train her to think that way too, and I train my kids that way too, because you never know what's going to happen, and you got to be ready for the unexpected.
He got mad at me when we ate at Pigeon Forge, right? Where he did, because all I had fucking one booth open, right? For us. Kids were on one side, me and him was on the other side. I said, "You get in," He's like, "You gonna put me in here with my anxiety?" I said, "Motherfucker, I got the door." Fuck you. I said, "I got the fucking door." Goddamn it.
Good boy, good kitty.
Yeah, we all do that, Rocky. Everyone else did.
Yeah, it's just like I told my dad that one time when my dad was still alive. I said, "Dad, check this out," because we went to In-N-Out in Victorville. And In-N-Out in Victorville, it's got like 3 or 4 doors, right? You have one coming in the front, one in the side, and one in the back. So it's like, and In-N-Out is always crowded in Victorville, right? So I was like, "Okay, Dad, you watch this one, I'll watch this one." And then my mom or my sister or my brother or Heidi, if she was with me, would watch the other door because I'm like, I'm not taking chances. You know what I mean? Especially in California, where it's so hard for you to get a firearm to protect yourself because of the stupid communist laws. So, you gotta be ready for that crap, unfortunately.
Well, and now In-N-Out's gonna be a lot closer to you. They're going to Tennessee now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna go there eventually.
I mean, they're moving their fucking headquarters.
Yeah, they got out of Cali. They got out of Cali because Cali's just devil worship central.
And that's a Cali fucking icon, dude. That's fucked up when a California icon has to leave California.
Yes,
and I would not be surprised if they closed their restaurants in California. I would not be surprised.
Dude, that would be poetic justice.
That would be
because
perfect.
then they pull out. They don't pay property taxes. They don't pay all these stupid taxes to a state that's retarded.
Yeah.
Like,
well, a lot of companies,
it makes me mad because I'm from that state and I loved that state growing up. But when I came back from the Navy, after being on the Fife and going to Japan and seeing the Middle East and everything, I was like, what is wrong with these idiots? Why are they so stupid and ignorant? They're the dumbest fucking people on the planet. Them and New Yorkers. What I want to see is I want to see who's more stupid. New Yorkers, Californians, Washingtonians, or Oregon. Or Michigan.
Yeah, Minnesota too. Minnesota too,
yeah. And then
Virginia too, because of Alexander and all that. So yeah. Well, we already know who's stupid in DC. We already know that. So
God. Like there was a quote from AOC. Nobody has the right to have a gun.
If it was have right, it'd be in the Constitution. That's what she said right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's in the fucking Constitution. You stupid
bitch.
Man, how the fuck? The only way I can logically say that she became a congressperson is she had to have sold her soul to the devil.
Yeah, she did.
She had to. She gave her soul up to do that because she's an idiot all the time. And then there's that other congresswoman that's even more stupid than her.
Which one?
They're competing to be. I forgot.
Jasmine Crockett.
I think they changed the district so she can't be in Congress anymore.
See, the one thing a lot of people don't realize about Jasmine Crockett, right? She plays to be a hood rat, right? Bitch didn't grow up no fucking hood. She grew up in a fucking rich St. Louis fucking suburb, right? That's where she grew up at. Went to a very expensive private school. You know, got her law degree. Her mommy and daddy paid cash for her. All that shit. So she ain't no hood rat at all.
I wish that people would just be who they are.
Yeah.
Be
But
honest
it's all,
about who you are
it's all about
so
money.
that we can come to a conclusion whether we need to listen to you
Yep.
or not.
Here you go, Rocky. I'm going to show you what I shared of her and Hakeem Jeffries, right? I don't know if you ever saw this one. I shared it on Facebook. There you go. Yeah, let me get it here. You're going to find this one funny right here.
She even got the right teeth for it.
I mean, that's why they did that, because her teeth. She reminds me when she does that, laughs like that, reminds me of a fucking donkey.
Yeah. No, she does look like a donkey.
And that's even fucking insulting the fucking donkey, in my opinion.
Yeah, dog.
Donkey's smarter than that bitch is.
Check this one out.
Hey, I was coming from Java like see. Hey, I take a 30-minute poop right off the clock and then, yep. I always did that too, man. Fucking got taking shit on the clock.
Yeah.
Well, Rocky was always on the clock, so that didn't matter to him.
What?
They say my
And
boss
then
makes
maybe-
$1 and I make a dime.
Yeah.
So take a shit on company time.
Yep, exactly. You know, especially me and Juju, man. Come on now.
Man, yeah.
You know.
I was always like, once I became like a person in a leadership position, dude, it was kind of like nonstop calls.
Yeah.
A lot. So you learn a lot about like leadership and dealing with people, learning how to talk to people to find out what the root of the problem is and trying to help them fix the problem or guide them in a way to do it. Not necessarily fix their problem, but give them the tools and help them do it so that they learn, so that someday when they're in a leadership position, they can help the next person out.
But the bad thing about that, Rocky, is not everybody that's under E, right? Especially at E2, E3, right? Or E4, the newly E4, right? Some of them are worth helping. Some of them ain't.
I know.
True.
I ran into that. I saw that, whether it be on the fight when I took over work Sarah Suki, Barry Fireman Wallace, right? He was a worthless piece of shit, right? And
I
had
know. He
another,
was always trying to get out of work and all that stuff. I remember that shit. He was
I'd
always
talk
trying
to him, right? I'd take him off the side, try to do the same bullshit, right? Couldn't help him. Had another kid on the fucking moon, right? Same way. I'm like, well, I just kind of wash my hands with people like that. I'm like, you know, if you're not worth, you know, I'm not gonna waste my breath. Period. You know.
What I did was I'd see that kind of stuff and I would treat everyone fairly because, you know, honor, courage, commitment, and everything.
Yeah.
But I would choose my words carefully because when I did talk to people like that, I had a point that I was trying to make that would make them stop being a dumbass, or I
Yeah,
would.
that's why-
not be one.
Well, see, and that's why when I had guys like that, right? They were just the Bills divers. They was not allowed to fucking do anything. They were just the cleaners. That's all they was. You know, I put my time in the firemen, especially the desert ones like ourselves, that wanted to learn to be a gas car mechanic. Or had one kid on the move on Desnet, he wanted to be a DC, right? You know, be DC, but okay. I made sure I said, hey, I'm gonna make a deal with you. You get your work done that I assign you. As soon as you get it done, then you could go with the DC for the rest of the fucking day. And I did it. That kid thanked me later when he passed the DC3 test.
That's good leadership, right there.
But he fucking got his work done. He listened too.
But he had to earn it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I had this problem back in 2014 when I was at first class, and I showed up to Seal Beach. I just left Bahrain. I was the anti-terrorism chief, right? Anti-terrorism LPO for that whole thing. So I learned a lot, right? So they put me in that when they found out my background with my NECs and everything. And I'd go to these training Tuesdays. I hated training Tuesdays, but you had to do them, right? And all I would get was a bunch of fucking E6 and below like me bitching about why they can't get promoted But I was like, do you guys do anything? Do you show up to work on time? Do you get your qualifications? Do you go to college? Do you educate yourself? Do you work out? Do you volunteer? Do you do anything other than just be selfish and try to think that you get promoted because you show up to work? I told him, you motherfuckers ain't gonna get promoted unless you fucking earn it. And I said that, and then I put on chief, and I told him again, I said, it took me 10 fucking years to make chief petty officer. I busted my ass for 10 years. It took me 3 years to be a good first class petty officer. And by the time I was in first class for 4 years, I knew what the fuck I was doing. And people stopped fucking questioning me. And I said, you are going to earn what you get in life. It is not fucking handed to you. I will not hand you anything for doing the bare minimum. You will do above and beyond if you want to get promoted, because you're going to be promoted based on how you work. Do you do a good job? Do you help people get promoted? Are you doing all the things you're supposed to do and more? Because that's what we expect from you. And there was dead fucking silence. There was dead silence.
Yep.
I said,
But I also saw this on the leadership, bad leadership on Laboon too, right? Because at that time we still had no days of fireman in the engine room, right? And Bay 2, the LPO Bay 2, right, would not allow his undesignated people to, the extra time to strike. To shadow the fucking, whether it be FC, right, radioman, DC, right? And I looked at myself, why? If they don't want to stay in engineering, I said, if they're doing the work, right, that you asked them to, I said, give them the time in the afternoons, to fucking shadow these people. Let them learn about what they want to actually do. I said, that's how you fucking do it.
Yeah, because all it causes is resentment.
Yeah, and they did too.
Resentment in that sailor, and then when you need that sailor to do a good job, he's going to fuck you over because you fucked him.
Now I saw that happen to that, but there was 2 days they fight. They wanted to make a career out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't educated being undesignated, right? They got their recruiter kind of fucking lied to him what he did.
Yeah, they do that.
And they did not re-enlist. They was going to. They got the fuck out of Navy. Lil Tate ran that same shit too. I think it was on the Berkeley. Had this female. She wanted to be a gas turbine mechanic, right? Wanted to learn it. And nobody would teach her until he got there. And she goes, if I would have had you teaching me this shit, working with me, she was like, I would have re-enlisted. Yeah. That's the kind of shit you run into. You got good ones out there, and you got the bad ones. A lot of those ones, like you're talking about, they're the bad first class that you don't fucking want in your fucking command, period.
Oh, I mean, like I said, when I was a first class for that long, I became the most senior first class. Or one of the.
But you also,
I would tell the other ones, because the other ones would come and they would try to act like they knew more than me. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm the ATLPO. I write the AT plan that your bitch ass fucking does because I fucking told you to when you're out on fucking patrol. When something happens, you do what I fucking told you to because I said to do it and the CO signed it. So you do what I tell you, bitch. I run the fucking department, not you.
But you also had a good fucking examples on the 5 too.
I did. And I had really good examples of MAs that became my buddies.
Yeah.
My buddies that became MAs, they became like chiefs and LDOs. Like all of my friends from Seal Beach, man, they became something. The ones that stayed in, they became something good. Like they became lieutenant commanders and stuff like that, right? Now I'm happy for them and all that stuff. And the other guys that got out, that didn't stay in Seal Beach, they went on to go do bigger and better things. Like someone became like a really good cop that did an amazing drug bust, and other stuff like that. Like these guys did good stuff after that. And, they were all hard workers and they had good work ethic. They weren't like these fucking other people out here that expect.
I think a lot of it starts early in your career in first command, right?
Yeah.
It really does. We had some great chiefs, especially the engineer. I can't say for topside, right? Yeah, I can't speak on that. But engineering, turbo, all those guys, they were great to us. They really was. Even with Chief Chief T-Bolt got there, right? He was just an older version of Turbo, really.
I miss Turbo though, man. I miss that dude. He was funny.
GSM Will Johnson, right? Great LPO, laid back, all that shit. Then we got Ureta. Some people didn't like Ureta and made too, right? But Ureta's thing is, as long as you worked, right, and did what you're supposed to get called, he stayed off your ass.
Yeah.
And he would help you. He would help you.
Yeah, you know what I had a problem with? Dodrill.
Not yeah.
He was
GSE
an
one.
asshole.
Yep.
He's like, I don't care if you rot in the fucking engine room. He told me that.
No.
I said, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I
Now
told
he
him,
wasn't.
okay.
Now he was an asshole, but the rest of them wasn't an asshole.
Yeah,
You know.
and he said that to me. Never once more did I ever show that fucking faggot
Yep.
any respect again. I didn't even care if he put on chief. I was like, fuck you, motherfucker.
I
You
don't think
care about
he-
me. I don't care about you. You can fucking go to hell and die.
I don't
Fuck.
think he did. I don't think he did put on Chief at all.
No, he did. He put on chief, dude. He put on
Oh, he
chief
did?
Ureta.
Okay.
Because Ureta,
Oh, okay.
HTC Lang, and Dodrill
Okay.
all made chief. And there was
Okay.
other guys like NCC Hicks,
Yep.
MA1 Rowcliffe, MAC.
Yep.
He retired a Master Chief, man. I ran into
What's-
him a bunch of times after.
I liked Rowcliffe though. I liked him. He was a cool fucking MA. He really was.
Yeah, I mean, he never became a CMC. Like the last time I saw him,
Yep.
he was working at CNIC in Washington, D.C. when I retired.
Now fucking Hicks.
When he retired, he was either there or in San Diego.
Yeah. Now you talk about NCC Hicks. That motherfucker never should have made Chief. He was a fucking snake.
Yeah.
Man.
Why do you think I went to Mast?
You know.
That fucker put on senior too.
I know he did.
Yep.
He did. He did at the same time too. He did pretty quick.
And now he's running for government out there in your area.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know, as a fucking Republican, and he's a fucking Democrat most likely.
Man, it doesn't matter what he is, he's a fucking snake. There's a
Yep.
reason why he basically acted in a way toward the C-suite management.
Yep.
In a way that basically they told him, quit or you're getting fired.
Yeah.
So he couldn't even handle fucking staying at Boeing because he did the same shit at Boeing as he did in the Navy, man.
You worked with him at Boeing?
I worked around him at Boeing. I didn't reintroduce myself because I still hated the guy.
Yep.
But I worked around him. I saw him, and I got word of his hijinks. And yeah, he didn't quit Boeing. He was more or less told to quit, or else he'd get fired. Man, that motherfucker, he did not change one little bit in 20 years.
He never became a good person. He never became a mature sailor, huh?
No, he
Hey.
did not.
Rocky, the DC one, the fat one, not Williamson,
Sanchez.
the Mexican one. Sanchez? Okay, I was trying to remember his name. I couldn't remember his fucking name.
We used to call him Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah. I always said he was always a lot of fun. I never had no problems with him.
He was a good dude, man. He was very knowledgeable. The
Yeah.
problem was is he was so overweight he couldn't go through
Yep.
the hatch. He could
Yep.
not fit through the hatch. He couldn't do it. So they were like, they can't promote him because he can't do his job as a DC-1.
But he was to me, he was a better fucking DC one than Williamson. Williamson, he was
Oh,
a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
snake too.
I remember when Even told me what Williams said to him when Even was cranking and they were we were getting ready to go to transfer home port change to Everett.
Yep.
He's like, until you come back, I got nothing to say to you. Like, how the fuck do you
Yeah.
treat your guy that's going to be in your division like that
Like
because he's cranking? It's like, how about we get to know each other so I know what you want to do and how you're going to act and what we can do to help you get promoted and make you better for the division and help you out. No, treat people like that, you know. That's fucking real smart.
And the thing is, when you get to your first command, right, on the ship, when you're at E1, E2, E3, right, or even at E4, push button, you have no say when you go cranking. You either go right away or you're going to wait a little bit. Well, me and you, Rocky, we was in the engine room for a little bit, so I got to see our work ethic first on shit before we went cranking. Because Turbo did not want to let us go cranking, and they made him put us in fucking, let us. They had to make it.
Yeah, because we were already doing work.
Yeah.
we were already
Work.
doing stuff that others had not done yet.
We're like even, right? As soon as he got there, he had maybe 1 or 2 days in our division, and he was cranking.
Is that real? For reals?
Yeah.
I thought he was there for a little bit before that.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
because me and you had been on the boat for a little bit. We had just getting ready to finish up our tour cranking when he started, because he hadn't been to the boat very fucking long.
And remember, Mike was cranking too.
Yep.
Mike
Old Kelly. Old Kelly. Oh, burp, 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 burp.
I hope he's doing all right.
Oh, I'm sure he is, because he's not on Facebook a whole lot, but what I see, he's the fucking He's a firefighter out there in the airport out there in Colorado.
Is he the chief?
I don't know if he's a chief or a lieutenant. I don't know.
I figured he'd be the fire chief by now, man.
I mean,
That was his
Well-
thing, man.
well, to be a fire department, right?
Yeah.
What in a civilian life, you got to wait for those motherfuckers to retire. Got
Yeah.
to. Or
I figured the way that he was, that he would
Yeah.
get promoted eventually up there.
or you got to fucking transfer to something that's losing the fucking, chief or the fucking captain, right?
Yeah.
Because most of those guys, especially small fucking, fire departments, right? Or even like big city departments, those motherfuckers that get captain, right? Lieutenant, the old boy, chief, right? They retire. They ain't gonna retire for a while, especially when they get higher up. You know that. Just like the Navy, get away too.
Like, I made chief. I had to do 3 years to get my higher
Yep.
tenure, to get chief pay for retirement.
And that's the same way like how my retirement at the power plant was, right? As soon as you get fucking a new job, right, or a pay raise, right, you got to be in that position for another 3 to 5 years before it goes towards your pension.
Yeah. It's even crazier when when guys put on officer.
Yep.
At some rates, you have to do like 8 years, 5 years at least before you get promoted. Before you're in zone to get promoted for like lieutenant commander or like chief warrant. I forget what it is for chief warrant officer, but they have to be a warrant officer at that pay grade for a long time. And then when they make the other one, they have to commit to doing it a longer time. And when you get like chief warrant officer 4 pay or chief warrant officer 5 pay at retirement, dude, you're making a lot of money.
Which
They get paid more than like the enlisted.
Which, if we could ever get what the fuck his name? He just retired. CW4. Fuck. God damn it.
I know what you're talking about. He was gunner's mate, right?
Yeah. God damn it.
I know what you're talking about. One of our bros.
If we could get him to come on here, he
He
could
could
talk to
probably
us
tell
about
us,
that.
and just imagine if people were interested in the Navy and they wanted to learn about promotion and stuff like that. He'd be a perfect guy to probably talk about that stuff.
Well, even as an officer, whether it's Navy, Army, Marine Corps, right? If you don't get promoted so many tries,
You're out.
well, you're either stuck at that pay grade, right, or you're out. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Like what
Yeah.
happened in the Navy is like you unless you royally screw up, you'll put on ensign, you'll put on lieutenant JG, and you'll put on lieutenant. After you put on lieutenant and you got the train tracks, that's when you are like a department head, right? You're usually a department head at that time, and that's when people see if you're a good department head or not. And
Well, sometimes people don't make department head until lieutenant commander. Depends on where they was at too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope, yeah.
Like on the small boy, you're gonna see department heads as lieutenants,
Yep.
and then you get to see them put on lieutenant commander. Now because like Stewart DCA, then fucking he was lieutenant of both department head jobs when he was the R division, DCA, and then the fucking ops. Then we saw him put on lieutenant commander too.
Yeah.
You know,
That was cool, man. I was happy to see him get promoted. I was like, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Because I
Which-
really liked him.
and it sucks that how his path there. It sucks for him, his path for officer, right? The way what he did, right? That he was never gonna make admiral, and that's fucking bullshit.
They were talking about that when I was still in the Navy.
Yeah.
They were going to let supply officers that go into supply corps that were like LDOs or whatever. They were going to let them become admirals.
I mean,
And
he
they
would've been a
should have done
perfect-
that. They should have done that
Yeah.
with the MA security realm. But the MA security realm in the Navy, they don't have a provost marshal like you have in the Army, the Air Force, and the Marine Corps. And the provost marshal is equivalent to a captain, CO of the base. So he can investigate the CO for corruption and shit like that. But the Navy doesn't allow that because they give the CO all the power. So it's like he's God. And he can do
Yeah.
crooked, wicked things with that stuff. And I've seen
Well,
that happen
also-
before.
But also, that's why we got NCIS too. They do the investigations on that
Well,
shit.
it's even worse when you have NCIS in your back pocket as the CO and you can.
That's
do it.
true. That's true.
That
Yeah.
that happened in Gitmo. I saw it happen in Gitmo in front of my fucking eyes. And once that happened, all the officers were scared to do
Yep.
anything until
Yep.
something blew over. It was bad.
I mean that's what NCIS is there for. But you're right on that shit. They can be bought. I mean, not everybody is has to be bought. It's just that unit, right?
It was like they agreed in doing things a certain way,
Yep.
and it wasn't necessarily wrong, but it was not beneficial.
Yeah.
It was beneficial to them, but it did not benefit other people in the command or on the base or anything like that. So it had a negative effect, I could say, that I saw.
But even if they've had a provost marshal, right? It depends on who the provost marshal is. He can be corrupt too. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's hard
I mean-
because like I told everybody when I was the chief, I was like, you will live honor, courage, and commitment, and if you do not, I'm going to hammer your fucking ass. I said, you came in the Navy knowing what honor, courage, and commitment is. You learned what that was. You will live and operate and act that way day in and day out, on duty and off duty. That is my requirement of you, and that's a fucking order. You know, that's a lawful fucking order too. You can't say it's not lawful because it's the core values.
Yeah.
You know? And you get a lot of people that way. You find out what people are actually made of. You find out which people are quality and which people are not.
Yeah, because I mean, because this goes back. Whoever you'll know who took the oath seriously. You will.
That's true.
And who's there for the right reasons versus just a paycheck. Because we all could have got out early. I could have got out after 3 fucking years. I didn't have to re-enlist in 2000. I could have been on a flight home from Bar A. If I could been working at the fucking power plant. Making that good union fucking money there.
Yeah. But I mean, I learned a lot being in the Navy. Like a lot of my growing up as an adult, maturing, happened while I was in the Navy. And actually, the really growing up part started after I left the Fife. When I went to Seal Beach and I met my wife, my soon-to-be wife, who would be my wife about 3 years later, it changed me into like becoming more responsible, not a selfish nitwit. You know what I mean? It's the only way I can say it. Like I turned 25. I turned 25, and something clicked in my brain. And when I started dating Heidi, and I met her son, which I don't advise men dating single mothers nowadays. This is a different story because it's a different time, and it worked out well. But when I met Andrew, something told me that I've got to raise this kid. Like I'm gonna be his father or his father figure, because he didn't have a father figure. His real dad shook him when he was a baby because he didn't know that his son was allergic to the baby formula.
Yeah.
Because Heidi was working, right, so she couldn't breastfeed, and he shook him, and he got shaken baby syndrome.
Yep.
And then there was a whole debacle. So like by the time I showed up in Andrew's life, he was 3. And I was the first man in his life that like actually taught him and held him accountable for stuff and said, don't do this, do that, and it happened naturally at 25, which I look back at it now and I'm like, I'm glad that happened because it helped me later in life. But it was weird going through that because I honestly took on the responsibility of taking care of other people other than myself and putting their needs and their wants, for the most part, ahead of mine.
And that's what being a parent is.
Yeah.
That's like everybody when River was born, right? Even my brother would say this. He said, you calmed way the fuck down the day River was born. I said, it ain't just about me anymore. So I got to watch what the fuck I do because I got to take care of him too.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, all the risk taking, all the risky shit I would do before that, I stopped doing that. Because I had to take care of,
I still hoard around, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, it's not the same.
but I wasn't going to the bars like I was, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought like today when I had the surgery, my son was like, I told you about it. He was in a bad way, man. And I was like, please, dear Jesus, please let me live. I want to make sure my son's okay. I was worried about living so that I could help my kid when I woke up. That's what was going on today, And, I told him every day you come over, I'm going to feed you dinner. He's like, I ain't got no gas money, Dad. I'm like, here, take this. I want to see you every damn day. We're going to eat dinner together. We're going to talk about your life and talk about things that you need to talk about so we can get you good. So I'm not going to, I'm doing everything I can to make you not do something
Well,
stupid. So.
And after we get through with this, I'm going to run something by you too. For that. I ain't talking about while we're live. No, that's personal.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's an example. Like, you never know when you're gonna need when someone's gonna need you. Like, you may not feel needed one day, but someday they're gonna need you, and it's gonna be disastrous.
Yep.
So I told him, look, you got time with me right now. I did not pass away today. I lived. We've got time. Now it's time to start getting your life better. And I'm going to help you do that, but you need to fucking listen to me. You need to do what I tell you. You need to do what I advise you. I don't care if you're old, a grown-up. Maybe I see something in you that you don't.
And he's old enough now where he should have his life halfway together too.
Yeah.
I mean, because I read some of the same shit with my stepson when I was married, right? Mm-hmm. When he was 80, because he just turned 18 when I met his mom. And everybody in that family babied him. I didn't baby him. I'm like, no. You got goals. And these are the goals that you're going to have. If you're going to live under my roof, these are the goals you're going to fucking do or you're out of here. Yeah. Every time I set a goal for him, he met them too. But he just couldn't keep a fucking job. And I'm like, no, you got to have a job to live here. Plain simple.
I think the one thing that's missing from a lot of people's homes that don't have fathers is discipline.
But I look at it too like that. You're right on that one. It's discipline and all that, hold people accountable, right? I was held accountable as a kid. I know you all was too. But the thing is, people want to fucking baby their kids. We wasn't fucking babied. No. Fucking 18 years old, we was living away from home at 18. We was pretty much on our own. I mean, we had each other, but we was away from the fucking nest.
Well, I mean, we were the adults in our lives, and we would discuss, and hey, let's go do this or that. Maybe not do this one, but we had to do it ourselves. We grew up and we made sure each other was okay for the most part.
But I mean, Tom, I was fucking 25 years old, right? I had a fucking brand new fucking house that I built on 6 fucking acres. And kids nowadays like, okay, yeah, you can. You got to work hard. Got to have a good paying job. You got to learn a fucking skill to get those good paying jobs. To do that.
Yeah.
I told my stepson too. I said, look, you see what I have. You see that I'm on fucking long-term disability right now due to medical reasons. He said, yeah. I said, I wouldn't be able to afford all this shit unless I had a good paying job. I had the skills to get that good paying job. I said, if you ain't willing to get those skills, then you're going to have a hard time if you ever get, put on disability or long-term disability like myself.
Yeah.
You ain't going to make it. You're always going to have to depend on somebody. I said, I don't need your mom to pay any of the bills because she didn't. I said, your mom don't pay no fucking bills around here. I'll pay all the fucking bills.
What's so weird is when did it become okay to make people like infantile?
That was our fucking.
We were not raised to be infantile.
No,
when we
but
were
but that was our generation with the fucking gentle parenting bullshit. Yeah. That's what that came about.
I don't do that. I tell the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts.
I mean, not everybody in our generation did that gentle parenting, right?
Yeah,
not it, but a lot of them did. That's where a lot of that comes from too. They wanted to be their friend versus a fucking parent first.
Yeah.
You can be their friend when they're out of this house, when they're 18 and over, when they're out of the fucking house. Sure. You can be their friend.
Yeah.
Then, but while they're fucking developing, no, you're not their fucking friend. You're the parent.
You're the parent. You're the authority. You're the teacher. You're the mentor. Yeah. You're the person that's raising them to be a good person.
Yeah, and you're both
day in and day out.
Exactly.
Not letting up and not giving in, staying the course and doing what's right. It's hard. It's incredibly difficult sometimes, but you have to do it.
Oh yeah, it's like I see like when River one time he was crying about fucking wanted at the store one time. Fucking I didn't. He wanted like he was checking out. He wanted candy, right? I said, no, you're not getting that. He started crying. I said, you cry all you fucking want, son. You're not getting it. Yep. And the old lady behind me, right? She was the same age as my grandma was. She started laughing. She goes, it's about damn time, the parents start doing that shit again.
They need
You know,
it,
and
man,
that,
because if you don't do that, these people are going to run around like fucking wild animals and be stupid as fuck. And we're seeing that shit happen in real time. And, you know, it's almost like I'd rather see them get run over because I'm so sick
Some
of
of them are getting run over.
well,
I mean, what? This is my question to those people. Do you think you blocked me from going to where I got to go to work, to make a living? You think by blocking me, by protesting in the street, that you're going to win me to your side?
They don't
but
care.
Are you
but
fucking serious?
did you see that one video clip of this fucking black mama? Her son was doing that, right? She grabbed him by the ear and was whooping his ass. Like,
That's awesome.
I didn't
I'm
raise
glad.
you like this.
I want to see that video. We should show that video if we can find it. That's
I can
good.
find it, yeah. I was like,
Wow.
damn, I said, now that right there is what parents should be doing with those fucking
Yes.
protesters right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, in Proverbs it says, "Do not spare the rod
Yep.
from your child.
What's,
Spare the rod from your child. Do not spare the rod, and you will save his life."
well, and we was talking about shit like that earlier while you was,
Yeah.
you know, gone.
Oh, really?
Me and Vic, we was discussing, you know, there's right time to fucking give an ass whooping to a kid, right? And there's not.
Mhm.
You know, like destruction of property. Yes, that's ass whooping time. You know,
That's correct.
it's kind of funny you brought that up, Rocky, because we'd already talked about shit like that.
Yep.
Oh, see, we all come around full circle a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Well,
pretty cool. I mean, I had to talk to my family members, so I'm sorry I was gone, but
No, that's
it was a pretty important talk. that
no,
we had.
Rocky. You ain't got to apologize. I hear that. You ain't got to apologize. We just did not know whether you was fucking had to lay down or whether if the fucking meds kicked in or what. So
The meds so far have been okay. Like I'm not too.
make sure you eat those meds. Make sure you eat with them.
I will.
You know, I mean, some people can not eat with those meds, but some people it fucks them up if they don't eat. You know.
Yep.
But also, Rocky, keep those because you got an incision right on your back, correct? Keep it iced down. Keep that bitch numb. That will help you not be on the pain meds as much too. On it.
Yeah, I will.
Ice, ice, baby.
Yeah. And don't put no heat. Just keep that. Now, do you have a fucking? You remember those ice machines I give for people that have knee replacements? Do you have one of those sitting around?
No.
Do you know somebody that has one
No.
in your area?
You know what? I'll text Heidi because she's at a doctor appointment right now.
Yeah.
I'll ask her to like maybe get some ice bags. I have some stuff like that.
But I'm saying, if you get one of those ice machines, right, that has that big pad on it, right?
Yeah.
When you lay down or even in a chair, right, put it across where you had the surgery done at. And that bitch lasts for 8 fucking hours. That's what I did with my neck surgery. I put it on the back. I laid in the fucking recliner. I never once took no pain meds after that.
Cool.
I kept that bitch numb.
What's it called again?
It's an ice machine. Here, let me bring it up here. There's the only way most time after surgery, if you ask the doctor for it, sometimes the doctor will just prescribe you one, right?
Mhm.
All right, here. Because and that's one thing my wife, because she was in the medical field too. She actually she goes, keep it numb. That will help out. I'm not taking pain. And she was right on that one. Well, the other thing she was right about, but here's what it looks like, Rocky. You don't have to have a prescription. You can buy these off Amazon right here. I don't know how much they are, but I'll click on them. See, that's what they kind of look like, Rocky, right there.
Okay.
You know, you put some ice in there, right? There's some water, and that motherfucker will circulate for 8 hours, right there. On it. Now let's check the price
Yeah.
on this one. Okay, 118, but that will fit perfectly on your back, right where you had the surgery at, guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, I've used it for my hand surgeries, right? My neck surgery, and never once I was in pain once I kept it numb. You know, because I think the less fucking pain meds you got to take, the faster you will heal too.
Yeah, I don't want to take this stuff, but man, I was hurting so bad.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The doctor told you to keep ice on it too.
Yeah, yeah, he did. He said you can put ice on it and all that stuff. Don't sit for more than 15 minutes. Don't squat. Don't
Yeah.
don't bend. So it's really hard. I can't bend. So
Well,
it's really weird. It's like a weird movement now.
If you drop something right, do not squat, do not bend. Let Heidi or the kids pick it up for you.
What I tried doing is I kneeled. I got
Don't
down
even-
on one knee.
Don't even do that. Do not even do that.
Okay.
I would not do that, Rocky. Rocky, you're gonna have limited movement for a few weeks. You're going to. Okay. I'm just saying be on the safe side. Right there.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
Now, what kind did they replace the disc? What type of disc did they replace it with?
They didn't replace it. They just cleaned it up and got it separated and all that.
If you have problems with that again, the same ones they cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
You tell them they replace it, not with a cadaver, but with at least titanium. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have chances are people are gonna have problems again. Because I know people had to have eventually disc replacements. That's why the doctor that did my neck, he said, "Yeah, we could clean it up for you, like laser spine surgery does, Institute does." But he said, you're going to have the same problem again, so it's best to replace those discs when you find them. But yeah, I mean, take it easy. Don't fucking overdo it.
I know.
And
It's
walk
gonna
with
be,
that.
it's
And
gonna
walk
be
with
a
that.
weird day tomorrow.
And walk with that fucking cane.
I never thought I'd have a cane, man. But I was
Dude,
like,
I mean,
I was struggling because my right leg was so like limp. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just wasn't. It's better, but it's still not 100%, right? So I do need it because of that, and it's easier to walk that way.
I mean, I have a cane. I get fucking dirty looks at people when I have to use it for my vertigo because they don't see nothing physically wrong with me. But I don't give a shit. I'm like, motherfucker, I need this, And I didn't have it out there in North Carolina. And I should have had it out there a couple times.
I would have got you one, bro, if you needed one.
Well, I didn't even think about it either, because we was drinking too. So
You were fine. There was no vertigo.
no.
Oh, yeah,
that
you
ain't
had
true.
it one day. I remember you had it one day.
Remember I was cooking those tacos at the cabin? Eventually, I had to have Heidi take over for me because I couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I mean, I had a lot of them done, but I had about half of them done. She finished the rest of them for me. So, but yeah, just take it easy, relax, let the kids fucking do the chores around the house. But even be careful fucking cooking too. Lifting anything heavy too.
Yeah, they said nothing more than 15 pounds.
Oh damn, they said 15. I'm surprised they went that high on the limit right now. Okay. You know what my limit was after my neck surgery?
Probably 5
For
pounds.
the first week? 5 pounds. 5 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
And I could have lifted more, but that's what he said. 5 pounds. But even if you're cooking beer, right, a big batch, you don't do shit. You got to let the high eating kids do it.
Oh, we're not making a birria batch for a while, bro.
Oh, that's good. That's good then.
Wow. Like it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, just take your time and enjoy the downtime a little bit.
I'm trying. The hard part is I think and feel like I need to be doing something more for my kids and my wife and all that shit.
Okay, what game systems do the kids have? Did they have an Xbox and PlayStation?
I think they have Xbox and I don't know other than that or Nintendo Switch.
Okay, if you got an Xbox, right? Here's what we can do. Since I play Xbox, download Diablo 4, and we can play it together.
Can I play it on my computer?
Yeah, you can play. Yeah, you can play it on your computer.
Because I have Xbox on my computer, but I just don't have a Game Pass or anything. I have a username and all that
But
stuff.
I'm saying you better have the controller if you're going to do it on the computer.
I don't have that. I would have to get a controller.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do it on the computer. We can fucking, if you got a headset, right? We can communicate everything.
That sounds like fun. I'm gonna see if I can do that, bro.
Yeah, because
But
I mean, we're trying.
I'm also using this time to
Yeah.
gain a little bit more knowledge by reading.
Well,
Right.
Little Tate, like me and Little Tate, we played together on the album before. You know, not as much as what since he's been working like this, but you know, we're trying to get Thumper on World of Tanks because he has an Xbox. You know, that's another we can play World of Tanks. We'll have to be the album World of Tanks. That's a fun fucking game. You're in fucking tanks from every era, right? You know, yeah, it's fun.
I'll be right back. I got to do something.
Now we gotta get Becky. You got an Xbox or PlayStation, or you do any of that stuff?
Nope.
You don't do it.
Nope, just got a computer.
Okay. You play any games on computer?
I got a couple of old ones that I play, but nothing current, nothing new,
Okay.
nothing I could play with teams.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't get back into really playing games like an Xbox or PlayStation until I got here and moved to town and got fucking, faster internet.
Yeah.
Because that satellite internet out in the fucking country does
Not
not
so good.
work. No. Plus I didn't have unlimited fucking shit. You had once you fucking got so much right, you was done for. If you streamed something, you was pretty much done for the
Right.
month. But then, fucking right when I sold the house, they was getting fiber internet out there. I was like, you motherfuckers. On it. But yeah, Rocky, fuck, we can play a game while you're down too. Fuck.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll be able to get a controller tomorrow or something.
Because I know if the kids have a headset, you can use that too.
They do, but like I think my youngest son, he broke his controller.
I'm saying if they got a headset too, that's all you need. That's one thing I like about the PS5, right? You don't have to have a headset headset to talk to people because the microphone and the speaker is right there in the controller for it. So, all right, fellas, about ready to end it? If you want to.
Sure. We can.
Yeah.
Nick, you got to eat dinner soon, right, bro?
Yeah, I got some steaks I got to grill up here in about 10.
All right. Well, enjoy them steaks, brother.
Thank you.
Let me fix my audio, make sure it's all good to go before we do this. All right.
Which steaks you cooking? What kind?
New York's.
New York's okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Here we go. Like and subscribe for more from the Fifers. Fifers.